Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day. It is October 18th, 2023, and we're back. Great to see you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you all for joining me last night as well. Today, guys, we're looking into Chelsea Grimm. Where is she? This one's a mystery, that's for sure. But we need to look into it and find out where this lovely lady is and see what the deal is, guys. Join me as we do this. Let's get this show on the road. Yo. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Good to have you here, guys. Once again, it is Wednesday. Happy hump day to everybody. Halfway through the week. It's almost here, guys. The end of the week. Guys, thank you so very much for joining me today. I do appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you all for joining me last night for that live stream as we looked into the 4 escaped inmates from Georgia. Again, dealing with that kind of stuff. But again, today we're checking out what's going on with Chelsea Grimm. Where is she? What happened? It's a mystery for sure. And these missing person cases really get me. This one definitely kind of caught my attention. It reminded me almost immediately of the Gabby Petito Brian Laundrie case, which was actually kind of my first case in the true crime world. And it just snagged me quick. I had seen little bits and pieces of it as I was doing other stuff, and then somebody had dropped it in the Discord and said, have you looked at this? And I was just looking at it. Thank you, SRB. And I was just looking at it, and I was like, wow. When I watched her video, I'm like, yeah, we got to do this. I was already planning on it, but here we are. So I'm excited to be looking at this with you guys today. I appreciate you guys all for being here. One moment, folks. Oh, sorry, guys. So it's quite interesting. There's a lot to it. There's a couple people covering it as of now that I think I've seen. So I want to thank you all for joining me for this today. Let's see who we got, guys. If you can, on your way in the door, please hit that like button. Leave a little DNA for us. That way we can come find you later when we need to. And let us know you like us in here, guys. We appreciate that. So does YouTube. And if you don't mind, of course, please, after the show, leave me a comment. Let me know what you loved it, you hated it, whatever it is. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Just please do that if you will. And again, thank you so much for joining us today. I see all the meatballs in here jumping in the sauce as we spill a little bit of it today. I appreciate that so very much. All you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Great start to your day, I should say. And hopefully this will help a little bit being here today with all of us, as it always does for me, because I love you guys and you know that. So let's see who is gracing us with their presence today. Looks like the lovely Miss Sherry Wisdom Speaks in the house. Thank you for joining us, Sherry. Appreciate you. Miss Brandy, always a pleasure. Kelly Land, welcome back. Great to see you. SRB, of course. And thank you all of my amazing mods for being here and helping us with this today. I love it, love it, love it. Appreciate you guys so very much. Tina B, welcome back. Great to see you. Great to have you here. My man Dan, Danger Zone's in the house. What's going on? 360 Life, welcome back. Great to see you. Katie Quarters, always a pleasure. Cryptic Conversions, what's going on? Thank you for joining us today. Yes, it is Hump Dago. You probably shouldn't say that, Dan, because that doesn't come off very well. Now that I say it out loud, you know. Funny though, very fun, very funny. Miss Zelda, welcome back. Good to see you. CR's in the house. Welcome back, CR. Lovely to see you again. Thank you all for joining us. Miss Crystal eating her PB&J. Thank you for joining me today, Miss Crystal. I appreciate you so very much. Indigo, welcome back. Great to see you in the house. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Miss Jessica Santiago. Thank you for being here, Jessie. I appreciate you so very much. The amazing and awesome, lovely Canadian cat ladies in the house, guys. Thank you for being here, darling. I appreciate you so very much. Doodlebug, what is going on? Good to see you today. My brother from overseas, over the pond, Michael 007. Good to see you, brother. I appreciate you so very much. Let's see here. J-Lit, what is going on, my girl? Good to see you. Good to see you. Groot, welcome back. Great to have you here. Great to see you. Let's see. I think I said Crystal, but I'll say it again. What's going on, Miss Crystal? Good to see you. Karma Police in the house, guys. Let's keep it real. Got to keep it real, guys. Got to keep it real. Thank you, Karma, for being here. I appreciate you so very much. Let's see, did I miss anybody down in here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I want to thank all my amazing moderators for being here, for joining us. I know Miss Molly will be here soon. She's putting some things together. Spoke with her beforehand. Mama Bear is probably going to be joining us. She's at work, but getting ready to finish up. So we may see her here shortly. Of course, my brother, One Made Nut. What is going on, Eddie? It is so good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you guys are getting your notifications as you should. Hopefully, see what's going. Please, please, if you will, grab your coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Come on, sit down. Let's have a conversation with me, if you will. DS, welcome. Great to see you. Ashley Nicolette, welcome. I see you, my dear. There you are. Good to see you. She said, and me, I'm here. I appreciate that too. I appreciate you all so very much. Miss Cassie's in the house. There she is. And good golly, there's Miss Molly. Good to see you, my dear. Thank you for being here. Excuse me. Still working on getting this crap out. As you notice, my face is red. These steroids will do it to you, bro. Telling you. Ooh, that actually doesn't sound bad. Code Red, Mountain Dew, Cherry, and vodka. Interesting. Very interesting. If I was a drinker, that might be something I'd try. I don't like vodka, but I would try that. Thank you, Molly. I appreciate you, dear. Miss Cassie, good to see you, darling. We got Canada in the house times two, it looks like. Gotta love them people up north there. They protect our northern borders. I love it. Love me some Canada. Canada and the UK and Australia. Those are my favorite places outside of course, here. You know, I really don't care for here, but it is what it is. I have to be here. Come on in, everybody. Grab a chair. We got 67 people, 31 likes. Let's try to make it match, guys. We got to get this out. You're seeing a video here. Me and Molly were just talking about that. There's been some private investigators involved in this case at this point, so on and so forth. And he himself has even said this case needs to be heard worldwide. That's very interesting. Kind of gave me a little chill. Molly said it got to her too. Um, so we need to get it out there, folks. And we go worldwide. We know that, obviously. So we got to get this out in that algorithm. We need more peeps in here. Once we get the peeps in here, we get the likes going. It gets out into the algorithm and we're floating. Everybody sees this. And that's what we got to do. That's why we do this. Daisy Jones, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome back. Come on in, everybody. By the way, wherever you are, because I know where Michael's at, it is early evening over there at this point. So I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope it's good for you because it's good for me to be here with you guys today. I love you guys to death. I really do. Welcome, Miss Kells. Good to see you, dear. Thank you for joining us today. You're okay, Michael. Take your time, brother. Tracy Adele, welcome back. Great to see you. Come on in, everybody. Take your time. I'll give you guys just a few minutes to get some more people on in here. Uh, that way I don't have to go back again and again. You know what I mean? As we talk about and show these things, I don't want anybody to miss anything. But come on in that door. Grab a seat. There's plenty of room. 55 people, 40 likes. We're getting there. We're getting there. That is a fact, Miss Wisdom, and we're going to talk about that. What's up, T? Thank you for joining us. It's a new face, new name. I appreciate you. That comment you made right there, Miss Sherry, that's a fact. Big red flag. And we'll talk about PJ. Okay. We're definitely going to talk about PJ. I have a problem with PJ. He reminiscent of another name. Teree, baby, Tennessee. What's going on down south? Good to see you. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate you guys. Very much so. And again, I want to thank all of my amazing mods. I mean, guys, I was doing other things and I went and checked my Discord. And these people, I'm telling you right now, are some serious hard workers. Weren't even asked to do any of this, and they're in there digging and digging on this stuff. A lot of it is for their own, appeasement, obviously, but digging on this stuff that we talk about. You guys rock and roll. I'm telling you right now, I love it. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys more than I can ever explain. You guys do some really, really good digging and some hard work, guys. I love you guys. I really do. Oh, well, that's good to know. It's good to see you, T. Thank you for speaking up today. I appreciate you. I appreciate you just for watching. I'll tell you that much. Anybody that's out there watching that's not in the chat right now, please know I do appreciate you guys. Just because I don't get to speak it out and say your name, I really do appreciate you guys just for standing out there watching in the background. That's right. That's right, Dan. That is right. Great crew. Everybody handy with a shovel. That's a fact. All right. Thank you, CR. Gifted a membership. Looks like Miss Shelley was gifted a membership and is now in the sauce. Welcome to the sauce, Miss Shelley. We got a new meatball, folks. I am so appreciative of that, CR. CR is always doing that, guys, by the way. Always. Every time I'm live, CR gives at least at the minimum one membership almost every time I'm live. CR, that is absolutely undoubtedly amazing that you do that. It shows the support that I know you all have, and just I can't thank you enough for that, CR. It really helps this community so very much. So thank you once again for that. No, T, you're not a creeper. You're fine. You are absolutely fine. Noni McPoppin's in the house. Awesome to see you in there, Shelly. Welcome to the family, Miss Shelly. Not that you already weren't, but you know, just gives a little that green color gives you guys a little extra there. Great to see you, Noni. Thank you for joining us. Tracy Adele, yes, guys. If you guys are ever in here, open up your gifting down there in the bottom of your chat that allows you to receive because you never know, guys, when it's going to happen. I do it from time to time. A lot of people, like I said, CR is always gifting something in here, always. Thank you, SRB. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Salty is in the house. Good to see you, darling. Good to have you here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to talk about PJ. He is definitely at the top of my list as far as being suspicious, guys. And there's reasons, definite reasons. Thank you for joining us, Salty. It's great to have you, dear. Always good to see you. Like SRB says, guys, if you will click that link there, toggle, it allows the gifts that you make you eligible to receive a membership when they are gifted because you never know when it's going to happen. It could happen now, it could happen in 10 minutes, it could happen in 2 hours. It's going to happen because it happens a lot. Like I said, I do it sometimes, guys. CR is always doing it. We have others that do it all the time. It's a nice little thing and it puts you guys in the green. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Thank you for that, SRB. We got 77 peeps in here with 44 likes. We're getting there. Thank you so very much, Miss Sherry. I appreciate that too. And that is completely up to you guys. Should you choose to support in that sense, it is very much appreciated. Definitely not expected. Definitely not expected, but very much appreciated. All righty. Let me check my email real quick here. One of my bosses is telling me, check that email box, brother. Let's see what we got here. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Miss Brandy. I appreciate that so very much. Very, very much. Yes. Thank you, Brandy, for that. We're going to be checking that out as well. Miss April in the house. Good to see you, dear. Daisy Dead. Another one of my awesome mods in the house. What is going on, Daisy? Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate you so very much. And again, thank you for that, Miss Sherry. I do appreciate you. Sounds great, T. Sounds great. Not a problem. If you have something you want to send to me, we can drop the email address there. If something you want to talk about, we can touch on it at the end of the show for a fact. Once we get through Miss Chelsea here, if there's anything you guys want to throw at me because of with anything else, not a problem. I have no problems with that at all. No worries, Miss Kelly. You're still part of this family. You're here every day. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. And there it is, Miss Sherry. Thank you. There is my email, guys, for anybody that needs to get a hold of me. You can reach me that way via that phone number there. Uh, Normally, I'm having a few problems with the phone service at this moment. So my bill's due and I got to turn it back on. It is one of them things. It happens. Um, but anyway, that's my email and that is my Twitter. You can reach me either way. If you got to send me some stuff, you want to talk about some things, I am available either way. Jaylit, what's going on? Good to see you. There is that email address once again. Thank you, Brandy, for that. Absolutely, Kelly. Always the pleasure to have you here. Like I said, none of that stuff is anything to ever worry about. You are part of this family already. The green just gives you a little extra. That's all it is. And it makes it, I guess, how can you put that there? I guess the green just makes it legal, I guess. But in my eyes, you're all in this family already, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Sherry's quick with this stuff. Really quick. She's gotten very quick. Yeah, she did too. That's a fact. Miss Heather, she taught Sherry and a lot of you guys some stuff. A lot of you guys already had it, but Heather was very good at this stuff too. Goodness gracious almighty. What is that? What is that? Looks to me like Miss SRB gifted 5 memberships. That is awesome, SRB. Thank you so very much for that. Let me check and see who it was. Give me 1 second here. Looks like Miss Crystal was gifted a membership. Daisy Jones, Tree Baby, Tennessee, and Katie Quarters, Tracy Adele. Wow, check that out, guys. 5 new meatballs in this sauce. Thank you so very much, SRB. I appreciate that so very much. And it's great to have the new members here. Thank you for that, too. You guys rock and roll. SRB, that is amazing. Thank you for that. Guys, that is the, where'd it go? Oh, there's the TikTok. Thank you, Brandy, for that. The link to the TikTok. We have a TikTok, a YouTube. I'm sorry, of course, the YouTube, a TikTok, a Facebook, and we had an Instagram. I don't even know if I still mess with that, but we got a lot of social media platforms that are linked up right to us. So check out the TikTok if you'd like to, and the Instagram. There's the Instagram link as well, and of course the Facebook if you guys would like to check that one out, if you will. Absolutely, and yes. Again, thank you so much, Daisy. Welcome to the family. It is so very nice. Like Molly said, welcome to all the new meatballs. I appreciate and love you guys so very much for that. There is the Facebook link right there. Thank you, Miss Brandy. If you guys, okay, can you guys still hear me? Okay, I don't know what just happened. Something said my microphone unplugged. That was weird. Can you hear me? Okay. Yes, no, maybe so. Something that was weird. I don't know what just happened, guys. Sorry about that. Weird stuff. Chalk baby, a member for 2 months, and we appreciate that so very much. Thank you so very much, Chalk baby, for being part of this family. You are appreciated. Love being a meatball. Virtual love to all. Absolutely. That's great. Loud and clear. Good stuff. All right. All right. Welcome, Chicklets. Great to see you. Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you so very much for your support. My camera again. Here we go with the ghost stuff. Sorry, folks. Let's see. Is it doing anything? The little remote control thing for it. How about that? Get real close. Whoa. I didn't even know it did that. There we go. That mask is distracting you. Thank you, Kelly. I'll move the mask for you. 1 second. There we go. At least it's not looking at the camera. That's right. I don't know why it keeps trying to focus like that. It's crazy. That's all right. I moved it, hon. You're good. That's one of my clown masks. We got 77 people with 54 likes. We're getting out there. I don't know how many more peeps we're going to get today on this, so let's get things rocking and rolling, guys. See what we can do here. Again, guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. You are appreciated. No problem, SRB. Never a problem. It's all about you guys. I'm here for you. For you. Let me see. Okay. We're going to start with this, and then we'll get into some other stuff behind it.
Devastating. It's
okay. My dog keeps running back and forth, so that's probably what it's doing, unless our visitor is making it do that. That clock needs a new battery. It definitely does. Milo! What are you doing, buddy? Come here. Okay, you don't want to come here. Come here. Come on. What are you doing? Playing hide and seek or what? Okay, I got him. He'll come when I don't want him to, guys. That's what he does. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know why this thing keeps muting and unmuting. Jesse Lynn, good to see you, dear. Thank you for joining us today. All right, let's get this show going. All right, I will start with this one, and then we'll move forward.
devastating. It's paralyzing. It feels surreal.
Loved ones of an Ocean Beach woman waiting for word after she disappeared during a camping trip in Arizona. ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen reveals the clues discovered when her disabled SUV was found on a forest road.
You cannot imagine how to get through the next minute or the next hour.
A worried mother and father
It's terrifying.
in search of their daughter. Recently, 32-year-old OB resident Chelsea Grimm set off to drive cross-country to Connecticut for a wedding and to visit her parents, Stephen and Janet. A few days into the trip, Chelsea texted her parents.
Called us and told us that she probably wasn't going to make it to the wedding and she was going to stay in Arizona for a while and do some camping.
After several days of not hearing from Chelsea,
It just was not in her.
Didn't feel right.
That's not her usual behavior pattern.
her parents reported her missing last Wednesday. Next day, hunters found her Ford Escape on a Forest Service road near Ash Fork, Arizona, west of Flagstaff. The SUV had 2 flat tires.
No phone, no keys, no wallet found in her vehicle, but there was a camera. The Grimms say they were led to believe by law enforcement this selfie may have been taken after her car broke down, which means this is what she may be wearing.
Another photo shows her with a recent mask. She's traveling with her pet, a bearded dragon lizard. For the past week, search and rescue teams have performed a grid search.
People on the ground, dogs, ATVs. The second day, they put up a helicopter so they could broaden their search range.
Deputies say no foul play is suspected as her parents wait for news.
It's devastating. It's paralyzing. It feels surreal.
Exactly,
Holding on to
Ashley.
hope. Chelsea, who has a master's of social work from NYU, is an experienced camper.
Possible she got a ride out of there. That gives us some hope, and I think the fact that she's experienced obviously gives us hope.
Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
All right, and that's the initial, scenario. I'm a little unnerved. Ashley put this up here. It definitely has the Petito vibes, Brian Laundrie scenario. And then there's another person in here that involved in this, in a sense, that gives me the Brian Laundrie vibes as well. I don't know him like that. This whole case got me kind of weirded out like that same thing. And W, good to see you. Kind of does. And I'm a little unnerved about this whole thing, which is why we're doing this. I don't know what's going on with this case, guys, and I don't want to think that there's something bad. I'd like to think that maybe she's just been out of touch with people, but for this period of time, it seems very odd based on her previous, the way she acts normally. You know what I mean? So, and yeah, she was traveling alone with her bearded dragon pet. That's it. It was near a park as well. It's just all weird to me. So weird. Anne says not at all. In my opinion, she chose to disappear. It's very possible. I mean, I don't know about her parents though. Seems like her and her parents are very close. Um, it's possible, Anne, but I think her parents would know. She could be hiding from somebody in particular, and we'll talk about that as well. Sarah D. Iris, good to see you. That's my thing. Where's the dragon at? That's the thing. We're gonna look. We're gonna look. All right. So, moving next, I want to go into this here.
California woman.
An interview that Brian Enton did through News Nation. It's kind of an interesting interview, and there's a private investigator that was hired. His wording really grabbed me. Okay, and then we're gonna look at that as well. All right, let's see what we got here.
California woman who went missing during a cross-country road trip. Her name is Chelsea Grimm. She left her home in San Diego on September 24th, headed for a wedding in Connecticut.
Absolutely,
She's
Molly.
traveling alone, with the exception of her pet bearded dragon. 3 days into the trip, she met up with a friend in Phoenix, Arizona. That same day, she called her parents to say the drive was taking longer than she thought, and she planned to skip the wedding and head back to San Diego. On September 28th, a police officer responding to a report of a woman acting suspiciously found Grimm in her car at a cemetery, and that was in Williams, Arizona. She told him that she was working on a photography project about missing soldiers. 2 days later, on September 30th, a woodcutter saw Grimm camping in her SUV, and that was near Ash Fork, Arizona. He said she seemed okay. On October 4th, Grimm's parents reported her missing. The next day, October 5th, hunters found Grimm's SUV. It was abandoned. It was in the middle of a dirt road. Both tires on the right side of the SUV, they were flat. Her cell phone, her wallet, clothing, and sleeping bag were not in the car. And again, this is important, neither was her pet bearded dragon.
So that, I grabbed the wrong one. There's two of them. There's one with, sorry about that. Must have downloaded the wrong one when I clicked on them both. One moment, folks. My apologies. Okay, hold on.
Gosh, you
All right, sorry about that, folks. I got a little click happy. I'm gonna click the wrong one too quick. Either way, they both relate to this. I'm sorry, Crystal. If you can, just deny them. The ads. I don't know what's going on with those. All right, let's see what we got here.
Those parents and what they're going through right now. And Janet and Stephen, they have hired a private investigator to help them with the search for their daughter. And Kelly Townsend joins me now on the phone. Kelly, it's a strange case. Hard to wrap my mind around. I was trying to go over all the details today and the timeline and the fact that the car was found and that she's missing with the bearded dragon. Have you been able to piece anything together yet? I mean, do you think that she is likely still in Arizona at this point?
Well, that's very difficult to tell right now. I mean, the circumstances, you're right. They are bizarre. I mean, and the body cam video of the law enforcement officer talking to her. I just recently my agency just recently been brought on. But I have an interest in, he recommended for her to go to Love's. And I'm working with Coconino law enforcement right now and trying to find out, has anybody gone there to check out the CCTV? Because if she actually followed the officer's advice and was camping there or just sleeping in her car there, did she get approached? And I know the Love's, those Love's gas stations, I guess, truck driver stations, they have places where people can sleep. Truck drivers do it all the time, showers and stuff like that. So I'm right now, we're just trying to gather as much information as we can. Coconino County Sheriff's Department has been outstanding working with us. Some law enforcement departments, they don't work with you just because you're a private investigator. But because I'm interested because there was 2 flat tires. It was out on a dirt road. How far was the body cam video where she was talked to by the police there to where the car was found? I mean, because did somebody interact with her and then they drove down that road? I mean, we're all assuming at this point right now because nobody really knows for sure except God. So, right. I mean, that's where we are right now. We have had some interesting things come to light just as of today. Matter of fact, just a few hours ago, that we're working on that could really generate stuff that we're probably going to want to get out on the news if it comes to fruition, because we may have something that we want the world to look out for.
Yeah, I would imagine when you start asking questions and like you said, around that gas station, first of all, the thought of a young woman sleeping alone with just a bearded dragon in a gas station parking lot makes me a little nervous.
Well,
can you share a little more about what you've discovered in the last couple of hours, or give us
I really can't at this point. I really can't because number one, we have to verify. Number two, we have to interview. And these people literally just came up on the radar today. And so we're trying to get interviews set up and composite sketches and things like that.
The tidbit about her trying to use, I think it was like euros instead of dollars and possibly being disoriented. Do you know anything more about that? Because her parents, told me, she was an artist. It wasn't odd for her to be in the cemetery taking pictures as part of her art project. It just seems strange to me that there was that one account that maybe she was like disoriented.
Welcome, Leslie.
Yeah, right now I can't say that I would verify that with you right now. I mean, I thought it was a little odd where she was crying, but she's, the law enforcement officer walked up to her and she was crying. And he asked her, and she said it's because she just took pictures at the graveyard and she was weeping for the soldiers. I don't know. I've never personally met Chelsea, but she seems like a nice heart, very compassionate girl. But was she actually crying and just saying that to law enforcement? You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
or perhaps she was moved by.
Now, this picture bothers me. Okay. Something about this picture in her face, something's not right with her, in my opinion, when she took this picture. If you look at all her other pictures, okay, she just seems Again, I don't know her, but it's off to me. Okay, it's off.
By the art project she was working on. We'll stay in touch with you, Kelly. We want to stay on this story, and I'm glad that you're involved and assisting the family. I know you just came on. I think it is. Yeah, I feel for those parents. I just want to put out the phone number. Anyone with information, you can contact the sheriff's office there. The number is 928-774-4523.
And again, I'm gonna leave this frozen like this for a minute, guys. Because if anybody does know anything, see anything, saw anything, please, obviously, contact this number. I'm gonna post it on the thing like I always do. 1 second. Because it's very important. Okay, hold on here. Now again, this is if anybody has anything that they know, saw, heard, anything at all, please contact the Coconino County Sheriff's Office. This goes directly to them for that, and it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen on the ticker right now. Thank you guys. But anyway, I'll keep that playing.
Hopefully, we will have some good news to report.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And
don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's.
All right, Ashley, thank you. Now I want you guys to see the body cam interaction that she had with the police officer the night that happened. Okay, because it's kind of interesting to me. How can I say? The way she was acting, and like I said, when you go back and you look at that picture of her, she just something seems off to me. I agree with that, Sunflower.
With the developing story.
All right, hold on a minute here. Oh, sorry, folks.
But we start tonight with the developing story. New police body cam video showing us one of the last conversations that a California woman had before she disappeared here in Arizona. That is where we start Saturday night here on 12 News at 10 o'clock. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm John McCall.
You know what, Noni? Yes, and that's something I want to talk about. Do not put anything towards that GoFundMe. Nothing. That started from the ex-boyfriend. He goes by the name PJ. I'll get into that here in a bit. Do not put anything towards that GoFundMe. This dude is a criminal, okay? No, don't do it. They're broken up, which is part of what I think it might be possibly going on with this, okay? So just stay away from that. This guy is not a good person, okay? Okay, so it was already taken down. Okay, good. I just wanted to give that a heads up right away if it was still up. Thank you for mentioning that, though, Noni, because that reminded me of that. Good stuff. Thank you, SRB. Charisma, welcome. Good to see you. I live in Montana. Grew up hearing about the Monarch school that Chelsea and her friends attended. It was a nightmare. It was sanctioned child torture and abuse. Absolutely. Jesus. Thank you for the information. That's crazy. And thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. It does. I had heard that, but I wasn't sure if it was actually taken down. Okay, thank you, Kelly. Or Kels. Sorry. Good. That's what I'm saying. She did look like she was possibly crying or something. Now, she's having a bad day. She got 2 flat tires. You know, I get it. She's having a rough time out there. It makes sense, but something else looks like in her eyes, something's not right. Something's going on, I think, in that. So we'll see. Anyway, let me let this play for you guys.
32-year-old Chelsea Grimm was seen in Williams, just west of Flagstaff, back on September 30th. 12 News journalist Jade Cunningham just finished watching that body cam video frame by frame and shows us what Grimm told officers.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
The interaction lasts about 7.5 minutes.
I'm doing great. Are you doing all right?
Yeah.
And shows 32-year-old Chelsea Grimm just a few days before reportedly disappearing.
I just was doing a photo shoot of the lost soldiers and got a little emotional, so I was crying before I got back on the road.
The body cam footage from September 28th was taken by Williams police, who responded to a call of suspicious activity at the Williams Cemetery.
Welcome, Christy.
Sorry.
No, you're quite all right. I mean,
I was just doing a photo shoot, yeah.
At one point, the officer asks her if she has a hotel.
Okay, a couple people have made mention to zoom in. I can't zoom this in anymore, but it's pretty close up there. Maybe I can. Let me see something here. No, I don't think that'll work. Okay, well, at this point I can't, but still, her left eye, this one is the left one, would be her left. I don't know. I can't really see. She looks off in this picture, and I'm wondering if this picture was taken on purpose. Okay? You know, was it, well, you can tell she's holding up the camera, the phone, whatever she did. And you can see only her shadow here. Okay? I noticed these things. That it does look like it could be a little swollen. It could be from crying, though. She looks like she's been crying. Okay? I'll say that much. Yeah, see the shadow? That's her holding up the camera. I don't see anybody else back here. Not to say there's not somebody else off the side, but I look at these kind of things, everybody. I'm very observant. She just doesn't look like everything else we've seen so far with her in it. Her videos, her pictures, her just all of that. Yeah, you can see in the body cam footage that we're watching, she was crying. But see this here, this picture, they said was taken right after she got her flat tires. How they know that, I don't know. If it's based on the time, whatever it is, I don't know. We'll find out. But she just looks like she's very unhappy right here, in my opinion. Something's not right with her. And everything else we've seen of her, she seems to be very upbeat, bubbly, happy. You know, she loves what she's doing. She's doing it. You know, people love doing what she's doing, traveling, telling her stories, doing this, doing that. And she's just not, I don't know if it was just because she's having a bad day, or if this picture was taken on purpose to tell people something else. Who knows? You know, I don't want to read too much into that, but that right there is what I'm saying. She may have sensed trouble and wanted to take a picture with clues like grass, things in the background to give, hey, here's where I am. This is what's going on. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Dan. That's kind of where I was going with that. Or both, Daisy. That's possible too. Anyway, moving forward, this picture, it says something.
Her if she has a hotel to stay at, and she says she didn't.
I don't. I was actually thinking of just camping for the night, but I wasn't really sure exactly yet.
Gotcha. Well,
I didn't plan to be here till sunset.
Okay.
According to family, Grimm was driving from San Diego to Connecticut for a wedding, but in Arizona, she told them she wouldn't make it and was going camping instead. That was the last they heard from her, and reported her missing October 4th.
I was contacted by the Coconino Sheriff's Department on the 5th that some hunters had found her car with 2 flat tires, and she was not in it. The car was locked, and they couldn't find any trace of Chelsea at that point.
Her 2019 white Ford.
Thank you for joining us,
found
Mr.
north
Grimm.
from where the traffic stop happened a week earlier. Grimm's wallet, some clothes, a sleeping bag, and her pet bearded dragon Rozzy were also gone. Coconino Sheriff Jim Driscoll says foul play is possible.
It's certainly a possibility. We focus on both the person is potentially lost or that there's foul play.
Thank you, Molly.
Hang out here however long you want. You're good to go.
Awesome.
In the footage, the officer tells Grimm where a safe spot to rest is.
You got it.
Appreciate your compassion.
And walks away.
Yeah, you got it. Have a great rest of your day.
And as authorities now investigate her disappearance, her family hanging on to hope this conversation won't be her last. Jade Cunningham, 12 News.
Jade, thank you. Investigators say 2 days after that conversation with police, a woodcutter told them that he talked with Grimm where her car was later found. He said that she told him that she did not need any help and that she was out taking pictures. Anyone with information on the case now urged to.
And see, I'd like to, yes, Michael, 2 flat tires on the same side of the car. I'd like to talk to, or obviously hear an interview with this woodcutter guy too, as well. And the 2 flat tires on the same side of the car, that's a little strange to me. I'll just say it that way. Okay. It almost makes me wonder if it was done on purpose. If somebody did it to her car while she was out, maybe taking pictures, that's a problem that I'm kind of thinking about. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things, guys. It makes you look. Now, maybe because we're in the true crime community, we look at things like that. Maybe, who knows? It's a problem for me, though. It really is. It's definitely interesting. I'll say it that way. Now, hey, whoa. Did it again. Good Lord. Never fails. Hello, how are you?
Because I put stuff in the chat and you just
I
ignore.
wasn't even seeing it. I was reading this and that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I even tagged you and, you just.
I'm reading
Everybody
it.
else saw it.
I get into these zones. I don't see things. I'm sorry. Welcome, by the way. It's good to
It's
see
your
you.
own fault.
Hello, Mama.
Hello.
I think she does this on purpose. She loves to
I
scare
do.
me, guys. That was just a little like, oof. Hello there. Yeah, I definitely think the woodcutter needs to be talked about just a little, or talked to, maybe. If they didn't already, I'm just saying. As soon as I realized, sorry guys, that the flat tires were both on the same side of the car, I was just kind of like, something's weird with that. It's just, I don't know, especially out in where she's at. Like, I'm gonna venture to say you're not gonna run over a bed of nails or something that's gonna blow 2 tires like that, or a big pile of glass. She's not, gonna do it
Not
on purpose.
likely.
Right. So something's off. And with her being out and like kind of hiking around, taking pictures of this, that, did somebody come along while she was out doing that? Put her tires, flatten her tires, things like that. Let me pull up these emails from Molly. From Molly, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you, Molly.
I'm with you, Crystal. I wouldn't camp alone, but
No, but obviously she's done this. You know what I mean? Her parents even said in that interview that she's very experienced with this. And I can get that. I get that. But I think people are seeing this over here, possibly thinking that could be something.
shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow.
But she does not look happy at all.
No.
It's obvious. And again, you can tell that she's been in an area. Again, these are the things that I notice, unfortunately. You can tell she's been in an area that's not a paved road in some senses. We see where the car's at right here. Well, you can look at her tires back here and you see the mud on them. So she's been off on these back roads. Like Molly said, it's a service road. So she's looking for something. Now, was she there on purpose to look for something to take pictures for what she's doing? Welcome, Latrell. Good to see you, neighbor. Or did somebody contact her and say, can you meet me here? I got something for this. Or you need to meet me here. How did this go down? That's what the mystery to this is. That's why this is so interesting. Yeah, there's a window right there. So what's happening, Walt? Good to see you.
Yes, but that's not always when I'm happiest danger.
No comment. I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there. It's okay. Forest Service Road, yeah. And that looks like something right there, like a ticket that you would get from being in a place you're not supposed to be for too long. Okay, to be towed. I've seen that happen. It's happened to me before. So this is interesting, folks. But like I said, you can see the mud. So she was in, I don't know if it's from this road, but if you look back here, it's kind of got like that clay look to it. So
Seems like an
Frank
awful
said-
desolate area to have somebody that actually patrols the area that would tag it with a tow ticket.
that's what I was gonna say. Who who comes out here looking for cars that aren't supposed to be here?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very weird. Thank you, SRB. We got 125 people, but only 71 likes. Come on, guys. Please, please pretend like you like me at least. Give me that so we can get this out there. We got to get this out to everybody to see this. We got to find this lady. Hopefully safe and healthy and all of that. Noni says, I find it extremely odd. She was only 7 hours from where she started after 3 days of being on the road. And emailing her dad to say she wasn't going to make it to the wedding she was going to. And see, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Why? She planned on going to meet these people, her parents, for this wedding. That was the whole plan, purpose of this trip. I'm sure she was adding some things to it to do for her story and stuff. But what was the reason why she wasn't going to make it to the wedding? That's kind of what I'm asking. Like, what's the deal with this? Thank you, Brandy, for that. Peppermint Tea, good to see you. I love that name, by the way. Didn't someone call her car in as suspicious? I think that's what happened. I want to show you guys the full body cam on this, though. Okay, it's a little different than what the news will give you, like that. So, and let me back this up because I know there was another email Molly had dropped me too. Oh, okay. So that's everybody wants the close up. Close up. Thank you, Molly. There it is. That's the close up. And I think that's about as big as I can get it. She just looks, that could just be like just a mark on her eye or something, guys, like a blemish, maybe. I'm not going to pick that out, but Emma Wine, good to see you. Could the fact that it's a Forest Service road be why she had a ticket? It's very possible, because this was near certain parks. Yeah, and thank you, Daisy. That was my next comment. If you just look at her for a second. She does. She looks exhausted. She does. She looks completely, I'm done, Welcome, Valerie, and good. She obviously has been crying, I think. She was crying in the body cam video, but she looks burnt out, okay? She left home on the 24th, and then the 28th, she said she wasn't gonna make it. That's a 4-day period of time. What's going on in between those 4 days? Okay? Now, yeah, allergies. It's possible I have that problem. That's what led to the beginning of this crap. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Now, we're going to get into him in a minute, but she did have a breakup with a former boyfriend, goes by the name PJ. We're going to look at him. The guy is not a good person. He's a criminal. He's, and the breakup, I don't think she was upset by the breakup. I think she is the one that initiated the breakup to get away from this person for obvious reasons. Okay. Evie Marie, good to see you too. And I'm starting to get to that. Thank you, Evie. Let's talk about this for a minute. I think her ex was following her, and when the police were at the car, she had been on the phone with him and had been crying, and they found her, and he found her probably tracking her. That's something I've been thinking about since yesterday, okay? If this guy is not a good person, welcome, Keeper. And from what we've heard, he's not. Maybe that's why she's getting away from him. He could be stalking her, threatening her, this, that, and everything else. And I said this to Molly earlier. Maybe he was following her. She's posting certain things on her social media. He's in California, supposedly. She's in Arizona. 3-hour drive over a 4-day period of time. Well, okay, I'm not saying that, Anne. I mean, yes, the breakup could still hurt, but it depends on what damage he's done to her over that period of time. The breakup could be a relief, okay? You know what I'm saying? If he's an abusive person emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever it is, that could be a relief. Yes, emotionally, it could still upset her possibly, I'm thinking, yes. And I do agree with that. I'm just saying we don't know who he is. From what I've gathered, he's not a good guy. And maybe, like I said, it's a relief. But then at the same time, is that the reason why she said she wasn't going to make it to the wedding? She had to meet up with this guy. He threatened. Maybe he called her and said, "Hey, I know where you're at." Maybe he did. Maybe he did encounter her once or twice, and she's like, "Leave me alone," and she's still going. Um, the private eye did say, private investigator. I'm sorry. They had some leads. Sorry, that they're looking into at this point, and they can't talk about it. Welcome, Bama. Good to see you. And that's the other thing. Thank you. You guys are right, like in my head, I swear. She also stated to the officer she didn't intend to stay there past sundown. What happened that she did? Was she on a phone call with this guy possibly that like distracted her from realizing that? And that's another thing. Dan is right. If this guy's how can I say this? Possessive, he could have put a tracker on her phone or something like that. And Miss Sherry just says that PJ lied to the head of the search party too. That's interesting too. Um, Again, there's a lot of variables with this, guys. A lot of variables. I don't know. What's up, Dakota? Good to see you. Thank you all for jumping in here. But that is the close up. Miss Ann says he is a scummy dude for sure. But if there was mental abuse, which I believe she was, then she's probably not in a good mental state. Plus all her crying. Yeah. And they're saying that she may have been kind of like off, like acting weird. Like she was praying. At one point, they tried to say that she was going to try to pay with euros instead of regular money, or like we know that that's not the way to do things. And she normally seems to be all together from what you can tell. You know what I mean? Anyone could have cloned her phone and it knew exactly where she was, which is a very good possibility. If this guy's like that, who knows? Maybe that's one of the reasons why they broke up, is that he was very controlling and possessive and things like that. She did meet up with a friend of hers for brunch, I think it was. Absolutely. Yeah, she tried to pay with euros. She's not thinking straight at that point, guys. So what's going on, All right, but let me move forward. By the way, it's great to have you here, Mama Bear. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
I have missed you.
Yeah, missed you guys too.
It's been a while. All right, let's check this out real quick. This was posted through TikTok. Just a little thing to check out to go along with this, and then I want to go back to the full body cam. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Ann. She needed help. Period. And when you're by yourself, you're by yourself. There's no two ways about it. Especially if you're in a place that you're not familiar with. What are you gonna do? I feel really bad about this. I wish I could just go get in a car and go find her myself. And like I said, this really attracted me due to the fact that it reminded me so much. Okay, Molly. Thank you, hon. It reminded me so much for some reason of the Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito situation.
Oh boy.
Something about it just like ding, it grabbed me. And that's where I went directly. Just to that situation. It's weird.
Yeah, I was expecting to hop on here and be talking about Idaho from the conversation yesterday, not this.
No, not yet. Not yet. It's coming. we got things to talk about there too, and over the next few days. But this is something I think needs to be talked about right away.
Yeah.
You know, as sooner the better. So, all right, let me know how this sounds if there's any problems.
Here's what we know about Chelsea Grimm so far. She is a social worker and she is a photographer and she loves the outdoors. There's her license she was thrilled to get. Her sister's been posting some odd stuff on Facebook about some guy trying to scam and start a GoFundMe. So you can go and check out what they've been writing and speaking on if you want. But here's the odd thing is that the policeman in Williams spotted and identified her. Then the woodcutter saw her in Ash Fork, which is going the opposite direction of where she needed to go to Connecticut. And if you take a look at this map, you'll understand Arizona I-40 runs all the way through. So if you know anything about this area, Ash Fork is a really small town of about 400 people or so. And obviously, it's in the opposite direction of where she was headed to. So you can take a look at this map and kind of identify where exactly she was from Williams backtracking to Ash Fork. And that's where they saw her last. A woodcutter saw her. Hunters found her car that was abandoned. Locals have located where the last known scene location is, and they are out searching for her. Like I said, it's a small town of about 400 people or so. And if she left her car locked because of the two flat tires and left everything, maybe took her pet, maybe someone saw her or picked her up or was trying to help her, or she may have gotten lost out in the area. So please take a look at these videos. Please take a look at her picture. If you've seen her wandering around, if maybe you know of someone who saw her, please call the local sheriff's department. Again, this is Highway I-40. It's the old 66 route. There's a lot to see. That was the last known picture of her vehicle. And this is Chelsea's picture. Please take a good look. Her Ford Focus was
Okay. So that says she took her sleeping bag, she took her tent and her clothing, but she left her camera. That's odd to me, especially for what she's doing. I would think she would definitely take her camera to take pictures, you know? I don't I don't know what if she was gonna go camping, I still would feel like she would take her camera with her. Oh yeah, and she was supposed to fly, but she canceled at the last minute because she couldn't take the dragon on the plane, which I get that. Um I don't know, guys. This has got me a little weirded out. I'm just being honest. I got a bad feeling. I hate to say that, but I did. When I started looking into it, I got a bit of a bad feeling with it. Yeah, it sounded like a meow, I think. I think it was one of probably Bean or Groucho.
No, it was my son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it is what it is. Oh, there it is. That's what I was going to show you guys too. And I'll get back to the thank you, Molly. To the body cam thing here in a minute. So these, of course, we all know that Molly and her maps are amazing. This is Williams, Arizona. Okay, this is where the cemetery was, where we saw the body cam footage where she was talked to by the police officer. He recommended that she goes over here to the Love's truck stop area to possibly sleep, you know, in her car or whatever. And you see the distance between, not very far, right off of that route, Route 40 there. All right. So there's that. And then, hold on a minute here. Let me see. I thought these were all linked. Okay. And then this one shows, again, and again, these are always awesome. Thank you, Molly. Ash Fork here, cemetery. There's the Loves. Okay. The service station. It's a straight shot right there. Okay, guys. That's Ash Fork right there, where the little thing is there. So again, and then this is the service road. Now, if we go back, service road's over here. Okay. That's the Love's place. This is Ashfork, this cemetery. This is all right in here. All right in here. So she didn't really leave this area within that period of time for anything, really. She stayed in this realm right here. It's all very close together over a period of time. Is there a reason why she stayed there over those period of days? Was she supposed to meet up with somebody at this point? Well, I mean, that's what I'm curious about. You know what I mean? No problem, SRB. Take your time, dear. So, I mean, that's what is kind of confusing to me, and it makes me wonder again. Here's Williams. There's the truck stop again. Cemetery here. And of course, good old Route 66. It's all very interesting to me. There's I knew she was going to do that too. Thank you so very much, Molly. 2.32 miles. Okay. That's it. 2 miles, basically. Right. Thank you, Molly. She's so awesome. But that shows it right there. So she stayed within that realm. Oh, thank you so very much, Doodle. I appreciate that very, very much. And thank you for you always being you as well. Welcome, Jeanette. Good to see you. I don't know what to say, guys. Something's got me stuck with this. Like I feel I want to think that she's just out camping and like maybe didn't have service but something just don't feel right. It just
Yeah,
doesn't
this
feel.
has several old cases feel
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, yes. And that's the problem with this, guys. Um, because of what we do, because of the cases we've covered, we look and we know what markers to look for. Okay. We know when we see these cases what things flag us immediately, what things make us go, this is not good. Something's wrong with this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we do what we do. And that there it is. She didn't disappear on her own. That's a fact.
Right.
You know, like I said, thank you, Salty, for that. I wanted to think, she's out camping. She had no service. Maybe her phone died, no way to charge it, this and that, and everything else. My mind says, no, Dago, that's not it. There's something wrong. Okay. And then you see the other things, the guy, the PJ guy. I mean, the guy's super suspicious, in my opinion. I'm sorry. That made me automatically go this direction with this and think, what's the deal with this, guys? What's going on? Why? I don't know. I'm just very bothered by this. Very, very bothered. There's another one. Thank you, Molly. This gives you guys a little bit more of a look in the timeline itself. Okay. Thank you, dear. Very good.
So she had her pet or something with her?
Yeah. She had the bearded dragon with her.
Okay.
Which is not in the car. No, I don't think they found her phone, Pearl.
Hey,
But
Doodle.
her camera was left in the car. It's an expensive piece of equipment. I don't think I would trust leaving it in a vehicle, doors and windows up or not. It just doesn't, I don't know. Plus, for what she's doing, I would think she would take it with her. So, it's okay, Nelly. Welcome. Good to see you. Let's see here. Eddie. It seems taking pictures of soldiers' graves tonight in early October would not be typical behavior. I'm guessing that town is not even state. No, she's not at all. And that's another thing too. Thank you for bringing that up, Sherry. The euro thing bothers me because even PayPal will convert to US. Yes, but why would she even think to say that? Think to try to pay in euros, knowing that where she is. what's going on that is making her think that way? Something's off, you know. If she was camping, they would have found evidence of that. PJ was a van lifer. The dragon was his before. He had a GoFundMe to help buy supplies for the dragon. Again, Rumsey, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And Pearl, good to see you too. So that's the thing. If the dragon was his, okay, where's the dragon now, and where's she at?
Mm-hmm.
You know, did he was he upset with her because of the breakup? And I want my dragon back. Is that what this was about? In some sense, was there? I mean, there's a lot to this, guys. A lot to it. So, again, thank you, Salty, for that. And another great map, Molly. Thank you. I want to get back to this this one thing though. What was she taking pictures of other than herself? Well, she was taking pictures, she said, of the missing soldiers, the lost soldiers and stuff like that for a story she was covering. That's what she told the law enforcement official or police officer, I'm sorry. But I don't know. Is that true? Is that really what she was upset about? I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying. One second here.
Right, Molly. It also, the first case that popped in my head was Daniel Robinson.
That's another one. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. All right. Hold on here.
Hi, Christy.
Murky, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. All right. All
Dad
right.
said she was running from boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. That's another problem I have. I want the full one. I thought I had, but I guess I don't. 1 second. Let me see something here.
But we start.
All right, guys.
I think typically, Rumsey, that's the rules, but I mean, there's usually nobody there that enforces it, especially if you're clear out on a service road area in the desert.
Yeah.
I mean, because I used to go graveyards at night all the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you go to a graveyard that has a church right next to it, there's chances that, somebody's going to catch you and you're going to get in trouble. But I mean, just standalone cemeteries. I used to go to the really old ones, so there's usually nobody around. So. Oh, wow. That's funny, Molly. I guess all our brains are just kind of connected, aren't they?
All right.
She
This
said
is
you and her were talking about Daniel Robinson case last night.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I did or if I didn't, Murky, but I will check for sure. All right, this is another. This was actually one of the videos I wanted to show you at first. I got everything confused this morning or earlier. But anyway, we'll go with this one and see. Sorry.
Trying to do a series on the lost and the forgotten people in this country.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Now missing herself. This body camera video is one of the last known sightings of Chelsea Grimm, a California woman who vanished.
I'm not very well. As every day goes by, it's harder and harder to stay positive and upbeat, and we try to keep focused on the end goal, which is to bring Chelsea home safely.
What started as a cross-country road trip quickly turned into a parent's worst nightmare when 32-year-old Chelsea Grimm went missing without a trace. Her parents now left with more questions than answers in their desperate search for their daughter.
It's a nightmare, and it's one that you never could have imagined yourself in and wouldn't wish on anybody. But having said that, we're hanging in there. We're holding on to hope, putting our faith in the law enforcement professionals.
Grimm was last seen on September 30th in Ash Fork, Arizona, about 50 minutes west of Flagstaff. Just days before, she'd set off on a cross-country road trip, leaving San Diego headed to Connecticut for a family member's wedding. Grimm's mother, Janet Grimm, says just before she was set to fly out east, her daughter made a last-minute change of plans.
Chelsea was going to fly home for a wedding in Connecticut, well, New York. She was flying home to go to this wedding and see us. And the day she was supposed to get on the airplane, she emailed Steve and said that she was going to drive across country instead. And so that was on the 24th of September.
Chelsea's father, Stephen Grimm, says it wasn't surprising his daughter made this last-minute change.
I would say it's not at all out of character for her to change plans at the last minute. That was a characteristic of her. She had adopted this dragon lizard, bearded dragon. She had adopted a bearded dragon and said she didn't want to come without it, and she couldn't bring it on the plane. So that ostensibly was the reason that she gave us.
Alone, traveling only with her bearded dragon, Grimm set off toward the East Coast. But several days into her trip, she told her parents she wouldn't make it in time for the wedding. That conversation and update was the last time her parents heard from her.
The last contact, we were texting back and forth with her, and she said, I've driven for 3 days. I'm in Arizona. I'm not going to make it to the East Coast for the wedding. I think I'm going to just skip the wedding and stop here for a day or two and do some camping. She had her tent and her sleeping bag with her in the car when she left. And then radio silence. And she had told us she was going to probably be out of phone range for a couple of days. So a couple of days, we weren't alarmed. But then when 2 or 3 more days went by, and we usually texted or talked to her daily. So when a couple of days went by and we hadn't heard from her, we got really worried. So we called it in as a missing persons report on the 4th of October.
Investigators confirmed one of her last encounters was with law enforcement on the 28th. Body camera video shows an officer approach Chelsea's vehicle outside of a cemetery.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing great. Are you doing all right?
Yeah, I just was doing a photo shoot of the lost soldiers and got a little emotional, so I was crying before I got back on the road.
Chelsea can be heard telling the officer she's a bit emotional after working on a photo shoot about fallen soldiers.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure someone called it in. So
I'm sorry.
No, you're quite all right. I mean,
I was just doing a photo shoot, yeah. Packed up. I'm going to leave soon.
Okay.
But I just didn't want to drive like that. Sad.
I got you. You've been smoking a little bit of marijuana?
Earlier today, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Do you have your license on you by any chance?
Yeah.
It gets me all emotional too.
Welcome, Terry.
It's just, I'm trying to do a series on the lost and the forgotten people in this country.
She later discusses where to stay while she's on the road before parting ways with the officer.
I know you told me that you smoked marijuana and you're kind of, well, obviously I would be in an emotional state as well. I don't know if you want somebody else to drive you or if you just want to hang out here for a little bit longer, you're more than welcome to do that.
Yeah, if it's okay with you, if I hang out here for another like 15 or 20 and then head on the road, that would be my plan, I think.
Yeah, I don't see any signs of impairment or anything like that, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, with my eyesight and then crying, it's not the best combination at night.
I totally
I was like,
understand.
I'm just gonna like cry on the road, or I'm just gonna sit here and cry. So I
got
have my dragon, and I'm just.
Oh, that's freaking cool! I didn't even notice that.
Welcome, Nina.
Wow,
And thank you, Molly.
Wow, right on.
She got bored.
Yeah. Do you have like a hotel around here or anything?
I don't. I was actually thinking of just camping for the night, but I wasn't really sure exactly yet.
Gotcha. Well,
I didn't plan to be here till sunset.
Okay, you can't camp in the city limits. It's kind of like a city statute we have.
Okay, good to know.
But you can always go. I don't know if you can see like the yellow lights over there, the Loves. It's a trucker stop in the gas station area. You can just sleep there. Nobody will bother you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yes.
Might get some good shots at sunrise too there.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sunrise here too. If you ever want to take photo shoots of like the statues in the morning, dude, it's really cool because the sun like rises right behind them.
Amazing. Okay, I'll probably stay at the truck stop then, save some money, and then come over for the sunrise.
You got it.
Cool.
All right. Well you have a great time.
Well, she was very into photography. So, and she had done some articles and some photography in San Diego as part of the way she was supporting herself. And so to hear that she was doing a story on lost veterans is not unusual. I don't know the circumstances under which she was taking pictures in a graveyard at night. So I really don't make anything of it because it would be their speculation.
The last known sighting of Grimm was 2 days later on September 30th in Ash Fork, Arizona, about 20 miles away from Williams. A woodcutter there saw her camping in her car and asked if she was okay. Grimm said she was doing fine, but she hasn't been heard from since. Her parents say it was normal for their daughter to camp alone.
She has had a lot of training in camping, and it's something that she has done in the past. She hasn't done it recently since she's moved to San Diego, but actually she had done it in August. She had gone camping in August, but up until then, I mean, I wouldn't really characterize her as an outdoor girl, a wilderness kind of person, but she certainly had the skills to do that.
Prior to her disappearance, Grimm's parents say she went through a breakup and that her mental state was off.
I would say yes, but I also think it's fair to say she didn't seem completely even. She seemed pretty uneven.
That's what we're told, Mama. Yeah.
What do you mean by uneven? Could you give me more about that?
Just that she was, she had a lot on her mind that she was expressing through texts, that she was speaking into her phone as she was traveling. And, she was upset with a boy she was dating. She was scared of him. We feel like she was running away from him. And I think overall, that was affecting a lot of her mindset. They had broken up.
That.
And, he had posted things on social media, etc. So they're very well aware of him. But as to Chelsea's state of mind, I think it was affected by him and their breakup or the way they departed.
But Stephen Grimm says he doesn't believe his daughter would hurt herself.
It's not inconceivable, but we really don't think that was her state of mind when you look at what she was saying to us and that sort of thing. It's not impossible. It's not, it has not been ruled out. But, they've done a very, very thorough search of a 3-mile radius around where the car was found. And so one would think that if she had come to the worst, we would have found some evidence of that by now. There have been hunters, loggers, there have been the search parties, etc. So, our hunch, our gut is that maybe she got a ride out of there. That's what we're kind of hoping.
One day after Grimm was reported missing on October 5th, hunters in the Kaibab National Forest came across her vehicle, a 2019 Ford Escape with 2 flat tires. It had been parked on a service road in the forest. Inside the vehicle, investigators found Grimm's camera with the most recent photos she'd taken. They've since released the pictures showing the outfit she was last seen in.
The car was locked. It was neat, so there were no visual signs of a struggle. And it's possible that she just decided that she was going to proceed with her camping. She couldn't do anything right then and there about the car, so she perhaps was just going to continue on the idea of camping. She has a AAA card on our family plan, so we had told her when she started driving.
And see, that's what bothers me right there. The fact that there's a AAA, that they have AAA, you pick up the phone, you call, they would have came out, changed both the tires. Why didn't she do that? Okay.
Exactly.
And at the same time, why didn't she say, hey, mom, dad, I got the AAA still active, blah, 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 so on and so forth. That never happened either. That's what threw me. Okay. So something's wrong. And as we hear, she's afraid of this guy. The father said once she's running from him, he thinks. Something's off with this bad. Okay. Like I said, that's what drew me to this and made me get the whole Petito laundry feeling with this.
Mm-hmm.
And then that question right there, all things Silver says, I wonder if she was the one sending those texts to her parents saying she wasn't going to make it to the wedding. I don't know. Or at the same time, right, Deb, maybe she couldn't make that call to AAA. Maybe that picture, maybe that last picture that we saw, I hate to say things like this, but yeah, we looked at the picture, we observed the background, we don't see anybody else. That doesn't mean there wasn't somebody standing in front of her saying, you're going to take this picture so everybody can tell that you're okay.
Right.
Okay.
Was it passenger side, driver's side that the tires were flat on? Do we know?
I think it was the driver's side based on the picture. Well, Deb just says that the car was staged. It very well could be. Very well could be. But Ann says that she sent that text before the cop encounter that she was alone then. So yeah, that's true too. But there's other things, is what I'm saying, that could play into that same way. Okay. What's up,
Hey, Willie?
So do we know the circumstances of the breakup? Not 100% opinionated, but I'm curious, very curious. Sorry to interrupt.
Across the country, if you encounter any car problems, use AAA, get towed, and tell us what the situation is. Keep us apprised of your whereabouts. So that I would, if she didn't call AAA, it's because she either didn't have service or her phone wasn't working. And she hasn't. Her phone has not been used since the 28th or 9th. So it's either lost, broken, not charged. I don't know.
This is I agree, Dan. This is where I'm nauseated about this too.
To call for help.
Investigators combed through the area where her vehicle was found both by land and air. During all searches, investigators came up empty.
They had mentioned on a call we had with them Friday that they had 500 man hours in the field looking for her. They've been very scientific, technology being used with mapping, etc. So I feel like we've got real professionals who are truly trying the very best to find her, and we're grateful for that. And yet there are not that many new clues. So understandably, it goes to a slightly different level of immediacy for them. And it just seemed to us like it couldn't hurt to hire Kelly Townsend, who we hired. He specializes in missing persons. So maybe there's something he can do to supplement them. We're not experts in this field. We're totally unexperienced.
The Grimm family has since acquired a private investigator they hope will move the case forward.
Presumably, the sheriff's office has a lot of other things going on simultaneously. And I think after 2 weeks of extensive searching for Chelsea, they're sort of waiting for more public information, waiting for more clues, because they followed up everything that they really had to look into. And I think that they've done a thorough job doing that.
As the search for Grimm continues, her parents have a message for their daughter.
Just that we miss her tremendously, and we can't bear being parted like this, and we really want to have her come home.
We love you, Chelsea. We can't wait to see you again. Just let us know where you are, and we'll take it from there. We'll go from there.
Arizona officials say the investigation into Grimm's disappearance is still ongoing and ask anyone with more information to contact the Coconino County Sheriff's Office. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Okay. So a couple of people are saying something about a Bible verse. Welcome, Lucia.
Yeah, there was, I don't know if it was in that video or a different one. I saw it because it showed her arm because it had the tattoo of the vines, but there was the Bible verse right there.
Did you see what it said? Because I missed that.
No, because it went too quick. And I
Okay.
didn't know that that was of any importance at the time.
Right. Right here. Let me see something. All right, where's it at? All right, let me pull this email real quick. So, okay.
SRB said she backed it up. She said it looks like the date she wrote said 9/29/23, but the words are blurry.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it's on Instagram. I don't have Instagram.
Gotcha. Now, this is a very good point. And it's kind of what I was saying earlier. Molly pointed it out too, though. This woman, as she puts herself out there, she she claims herself to be a photographer first, social worker, writer, and dancer. Photographer first. Photographers are not going to leave their cameras.
No.
Okay. It's just like a dancer or a guitar player is not going to leave their guitar or their dancing shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Just one of them things. So I just saying. That's kind of important to me. And it does make a good point. Very good point. Yeah, the ex with the GoFundMe. Why? For what? It was fake, obviously. Again, thank you, Molly, for that. It was a good point. Like I said, I was trying to make that point earlier, but still a very good point. This really bothers me. Now, let me go back here and pull this up real fast. All right. Hold on a minute, guys.
That could be SRB. So maybe she left the camera as a sign, saying something was wrong.
Yeah, that's what I would. Yeah. Like, hey, guys, I think the picture that was taken on the camera, leaving the camera possibly could be like, hey, I'm in trouble. Okay. And they're going to want to look at the camera and look at that picture. And I don't know what the other pictures are. But that's a good point. A very good point, SRB. Thank you so very much.
Yes, Eddie. The parents said that her phone had not been used since the 28th or the 29th.
Right. and the last known interaction or sighting was the 30th. And I still would like to see or hear from this woodcutter.
And that was the woodcutter on
I
the
did,
30th.
Molly. I just talked about it, and thank you, dear, very much. Very good point. Okay, so this is Chelsea. Okay. Doesn't show. I think the last posting on here was November of 22. You see, if you look at her pictures and stuff, she's generally a very happy, outgoing, independent, amazing person. You know? What did you say about
Was
her?
was that a picture of him and her?
That's what I'm looking for right now. I don't up here.
Right there, yeah.
Happy old year from California. We will not miss you, 2022. I don't know. I don't know what he looks like. I'm trying to find him as we speak. I don't know if I hope not, because she could definitely do better than that. But maybe, yeah, there's another one. Unless this is a friend. There's a good way to find out. Yeah, there's one there. There's one there.
That's awfully close to be a friend.
Yeah, that might be.
I wouldn't take pictures like that with my male friends.
No, you don't want to cuddle up with me and take pictures? Come on now. Kidding. Just kidding. But yeah.
Maybe shoulder to shoulder, but not.
Sure, I get it. Right, exactly. So this could, actually, I think this is possibly. Yeah, there's a lot of him. That's definitely an intimate picture there. Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
yeah.
Okay. We got our answer. There he is. So, what's happening? AR, good to see you, brother. Yep. Tonight, 7 p.m., I will be live with AR Hayes. Good to be there for the first time. I'm wondering if maybe this guy's the sister. They look a lot alike. Yeah, Chelsea is a very, very pretty young lady. Yeah, that's definitely got to be the dude. There's a lot of pictures of him. This is from last year. It looks like a wiener. Okay. I mean, yeah. Good way to put it. Faux show. Wiener boy. Well, where did it go? Where did it go? What did I do? Where did it go? Anyway.
Oh, it's supposed to be winner.
Oh, wiener.
Well, either way.
Either way, it works for me. Yeah, I'm guessing this is the guy.
Yeah.
And he's a big guy.
Yes.
Very big guy. Yeah, she's very pretty. Very pretty. And she just seems, when you look at her videos and her talking and stuff, to be a very outgoing, loving person and stuff like this.
It doesn't give me the.
Well, your licks are deceiving, though. Remember what
Oh,
Brian
I know.
Laundrie? Remember what
I've been
Laundrie
there.
did? Yeah, right. Yeah, of all people.
Mhm.
I mean, look at my creature. She didn't look like she could have the fangs and claws that she had.
Yeah.
She did. And again, look at Brian Laundrie. He was like King Dorcas. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't look like he could hurt anybody, but he did.
Yeah.
So, and then we got Brian
Bye,
Covert.
Kelly. Have a good night, hon.
You're leaving? All right. Have a great one, hon. Thank you for joining us again. This guy's a big guy, though. No one knew my right. That's how it works. He lives in a camper truck. Yeah, he's a van lifer. He could be anywhere. That's the thing, folks.
Mm.
Anywhere. And
Does it
could
say
have
what
been
his
anywhere.
actual name is?
Yeah, we had his name. He goes by PJ, which is short for Paul.
Paul? I was gonna say
Is
Patrick.
it Paul? I believe it's Paul. I gotta find.
Paul James?
I think so. Did you find him
Patrick
in there?
James. No, I'm just guessing by the PJs I've known.
PJ was it?
What's
Yeah.
a PJ?
Guys are staying. All right, hold on. PJ Brenner? No. Nope, not him. Or wait, is this another guy?
Huh. PJ Brenner.
No, this is the PJ that's on her friends list. Maybe that was another guy. No, see, this guy.
Oh, that guy gives me creeps.
This guy's, yeah.
Mm,
Look at
mm-mm.
that face.
Mm.
I mean, again, I guess we shouldn't judge until we know. But
Yeah.
is
Wrote
this
glitter on it said Peter John. Peter John. Paul John.
is this the guy? There's a video
Peter.
of the guy. Welcome, Throw Glitter. Where is that at? Mary Holt, good to see you as well. I think the boyfriend is Philip.
Philip? Who said Philip?
This one right here is the one that did the GoFundMe.
I think the
Philip
boyfriend
Brenner.
is Philip.
Yep. Yeah, this is the Brenner guy. So the other guy in the other picture must have been a previous relationship, I'm guessing. Yeah, this is the wiener for sure. And he looks, there's something in his eyes that's off to me.
Philip Brenner.
Yep, this is him. He looks like a punk.
Not
With-
another Brenner.
Yeah,
Jeez.
right. Yeah, he's obviously way too good for this guy. Let's see his post.
Doodle. Yeah, look, he does. There is some darkness in them eyes.
Yes. Yes.
That flipped picture where he was like, like that first, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth one, and or fifth or sixth one at the top, and then it flips to the next one where he's smiling real big is just like Jekyll and Hyde.
That one?
No, go the, well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love him. God.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we think, Molly.
Yeah, there's something in his eyes. It's just this picture here. And that one picture, I just don't, something about this dude makes me not want to trust him. All I'm saying. Like I said, she was way too good for this guy, in my opinion. Just from what I can see here.
Right, Mama, that's what I was like. I was like, James Brenner, Philip James Brenner.
He's got bushy eyes. He's got bushy eyebrows too.
Yikes. But there's no pictures of her though, right?
Not with him that I can see on his Facebook. So, and I didn't see any of her. Let me back up. PJ Brenner. Yep. I didn't see any pictures in her photos of him. I see a lot with this guy here. Okay, so did she move along from that guy to this guy? But this is from February of last year. Philip Brenner, Molly. Philip PJ Brenner. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with this one. She definitely looks happy with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he does look more along the lines of her style than that other dude. He has a picture holding a gun. Oh, that's
What? Who
yes, he
does?
did. Obviously, that Philip keeps scrolling down in the pictures. Is there more? Okay, there could be. Goat. I wouldn't mind speaking to her sister. She's got a lot of pictures.
Huh?
No,
Hmm.
that's not him. That's somebody different.
Throw glitter on it said Philip John Brenner.
Yes. The further we go down, the younger she gets, obviously. She looks pretty young in these ones. I still haven't seen a picture of this guy. This PJ guy. These look like they're quite a long time ago. Good Lord, you've got a lot of pictures there. That's her. Yeah, that's her. Nope. This looks like we're getting close to high school here. If not high school itself. Um, Still haven't seen a picture of him. Not one. Her ex left in March. She was complaining on Facebook about her sinusitis flare-ups after he left. It affected her health. Yeah. Thank you, Throw Glitter. Okay, let me check something here. Real quick.
It's amazing how many people ignore, sinusitis, and it's like, oh, it's just sinusitis. It's a cold. But if it gets bad enough, it can get into your brain and kill you.
Yeah, I've had them. And if it's that bad, it affects a lot, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Where is Roxy? Who's Roxy? Is that the dragon?
I think so. By the way, I did get your email, Ray Baldick. If you're in here, thank you so very much for that. Yes, there he is right there, Molly. Thank you. I believe that might be him.
Oh, I think I'd be a November person.
Yeah, right. I don't think oh, maybe that's the one. Oh, okay. I think we found it right here. Good Lord. If this came from Glitter, thank you for that. That's Philip John Brenner, modern contemporary country rock. That would be him.
Thank you, Murky. Modern country rock wannabe? Or
Yeah. All right, Molly. That's him right there. Philip John Brenner. Must think he's a rock star. Thank you so very much, Glitter. All right, back to the other one. Molly sent me another one. One moment here. Thank you, Molly. Yeah, that's him.
Oh.
When you see a grown man gutting a deer.
Okay.
Underneath that, it says, "You better hope they find Chelsea. You're the number one suspect."
Oh.
Wow.
Hmm.
Jennifer Garrod. Apparently, he is not. The suspect is his ex, Matthew what? Matthew DeSimone. The suspect is his ex, Matthew DeSimone. Molly, look that name up real quick, please. Well, this gets deeper and deeper, doesn't it, folks?
His ex is Matthew.
Welcome, Miss Gina. Good to see you.
How do you spell that last name?
It is. Hold on. DESIMONE.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
excuse me too. Okay, I'll be right back, Barry. Give me 1 second.
okay.
Thank you, dear.
I just want to make sure I was hearing correctly. No judgment whatsoever. I was just like, his ex, her ex, his ex. So his ex is Matthew DeSimone. Interesting. Sorry, I'm trying to. Good Lord. There it is. Yeah, so many exes. You'd think they were in Texas. Sorry, I'm tired today. All right, cowboy, there you go. You're with me. I am tired today, so it's hard telling what kind of corny stuff I'm going to pop off.
All right. So is this one of her exes or his?
Right, SRB. Somebody said something about so many exes, and I was like, yeah, you'd think they were in Texas because all my exes live in Texas. And Cowboy popped in and said, all my exes live in Texas. And so now we're all singing it in our head.
Okay, then.
Yep.
My exes live
See?
in Texas. she is. Bros before hoes. Really? Mateo Di Simone? Is this him?
Molly, do you check your email?
Yep. Works in Milan, Italy, and I don't. Yeah, I don't think this is him, hon. This guy's over in Italy.
Okay. Her ex is PJ and his ex was Matthew. I think so. SRB. That's what I was thinking. Noodlebug.
Yeah, I don't think this is him, Molly. It's okay.
I have an ex from Texas, and now we won't go there.
No, we don't need to do that.
Same as your girl said, she used to attend classes in Paris, so she has friends in Europe. Molly says, I think that's supposed to be lives in California.
Yeah, but I don't think this guy is going to be stalking her from Italy. I mean, causing problems that way. Hold up. There we go. Well, yeah, this is the guy that put up the GoFundMe. This is pathetic. That was taken down, I'm guessing.
Hello, everybody. This is RB. I'm trying to survive, you know. Every day is a new opportunity, and I got my F-350 Super Duty here as well. And, you know, I'm looking for any kind of help I can get for gas or, you know, anything at all. Really, most of it goes probably to food and just being able to get everything done that I need to get done. My name's Philip Brenner, by the way, and I'm in San Diego, California. It's a sunny day today, and just van life in it, you know. It's pretty cool. I'm working on the engine right now. It's backfiring, so I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.
I don't like him.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why, but I don't like him.
He reminds me of my exes.
Doesn't look like anybody donated to it anyway, but be it. So who's this other Simone guy? About to go look real quick.
Weirdo hustler.
I don't think so, Murky. I definitely don't think so. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let me see. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Bear with me.
Did one of you guys say that they broke up in March?
Yeah.
Okay.
Supposedly
Hey,
that's
Cole,
what.
how are you? Long time no see.
Oh, they heard. Good to see you. Yeah. Interesting.
Hmm. So it's February.
That's him. That's him.
Huh? What?
That's him. It is who we thought it was originally. How about that? Mike D, what's up? That's him right there. Look at his picture.
Yep.
That's Matthew the Simone.
Interesting.
Hmm. So the PJ guy is not the. Well, the lady said on that Facebook that PJ was not the suspect. This guy was. And that's weird. Hmm. She's not on his Facebook as a friend. May 25th is the last post he had on here.
Oh. It's a kid.
Right. That's true, Molly. We don't know if it's him or if it's them, but we both know. We know both of them at least. I'll say that. So this is Matthew de Simone, and then we have Philip, the other guy. Sorry,
Yeah. Brenner. It's
Brenner.
another Brenner.
How
How
could I
can you
forget that
forget
name?
Brenner?
Let me look. Thank you. Good point, Molly. I'd like to speak with Sarah. Yep. Boom. There she is. That is Chelsea's sister, folks.
Mm.
Do not donate to any GoFundMe pages. They are fraudulent. The one we know of is by her abusive ex, Philip John Brenner. Yeah. Okay. Well, then we know that's the one that we don't need to be worried about, or that we need to be worried about. That came from her sister. Hmm.
Hey, Caroline.
Welcome, Caroline.
So May of 22, he started a new job at Music Box. And started a new job at Winston Zobie. What? Live sound audio engineer and tech in San Diego.
Give me one moment, everyone. I'm sending a message real quick.
All right, Molly. That's a little sus.
Sorry.
Molly said so. Her sister is on there, but she is not. I'm like, yeah, that's a little sus.
He's on the Matthew DeSimone one.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they were friends from her being in the relationship with him before. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, that guy may not have been a bad guy. We don't know, but
Well, Marky, the ones on her Facebook page, the first one with her and Matt were, or I guess the last one, technically. Not the first one, was December 31st of 22. And then they go back from there. I wish I could see the rest of this picture. So this picture, it says officially, looks like rented, red house by something at Matt something. Wish I could see the rest of it.
okay. Yes, thank you, Carolyn, so very much. I sent Sarah a message that I would love to have a conversation with her. That we're covering the case and trying to spread the word as much as we can to get this out there. Um, we'll see if she responds and go from there. Did you just put that up?
Yeah. Murky, it was the last one. I said the first one because it was like the first one that you come to, but it would be technically date-wise, it'd be the last one.
See this? Okay, so I don't think this guy's a problem. They seem to have had a long, ongoing relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's very possible right there. Very possible. Maybe they were talking again. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
And the father said she was trying to get away from PJ. Maybe her and Matthew started speaking, talking again. Maybe she went to him for advice and said, "Hey, maybe they stayed friends after the fact. Who knows?"
So
Right.
the last one with them together was December 31st of 22.
Yeah.
I said first because it's like the first picture I come to, but I keep forgetting it's in.
Mm-hmm. Could she have been in a relationship with him and his ex? It's not any, well, I mean, that's possible too, Pearl. Anything is. We don't know. Yeah, I don't understand what she would even think. I mean, she's definitely way better than this other PJ guy.
Yeah.
And deserves so much more, obviously.
Molly, who lives in Pennsylvania?
Philly. The Matt guy. So this is what we're doing, guys. PJ was with Matt, was he? Wait. I didn't see him in there. Well, PJ's a musician. Matthew is a sound engineer, so they could have known each other from that.
She said his ex could have been a typo, just, you know.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Oh, Matt lives in PA. Maybe that's why they split up.
Yeah.
Maybe he got a job and moved to PA.
Right. I don't know. I'm looking through the pictures. I don't see any pictures with PJ and Matthew together.
Are they even friends?
I don't know.
PJ
That's what I'm looking right now. No, nothing came up that way. Let me go under his real name. Nope, nothing. No, I don't think so. They could have known each other, but I don't think so. Look in his about part on Facebook on Matt's. Okay, hold on. Audio engineer at Bad Bob's Garage Studio, works live sound engineer, tech at Music Box, and live sound in Winston. Okay. From Clarence, New York, single, lives in Philly, PA. Right. Okay. Gotcha. Work in education. Like I said, he's a sound engineer, and Philip is a musician, so they can come into contact with each other.
I mean, they could, but I don't think they don't look like they would run in the same
No, not at all.
music circles.
like this picture here is what I'm saying. This guy, this is what he does. You see the soundboards and stuff. He mixes, probably does recordings, this and that, and everything else. He's an audio engineer, guys. I've recorded in studios, and this guy is the guy that will mix the music together. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, Mama Bear.
Yep.
Okay. And this is the guy that does that. If Philip recorded anything, they could have came into contact that way, possibly. He's the tech at the Music Box. So, has Philip been involved in anything with the Music Box? We don't know. It's what it says. This May 31st. That was it in 2022. Philly and New York is where he's lived. Family and relationships. Rachel DeSimone, Mara. Okay, yeah. No other names, no other pronunciations. SoundCloud.com, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But yeah, there's a grand possibility that they could have came across each other. So hasn't updated info to California. No. Where's the Music Box located at?
I thought it said somewhere San Diego.
Yeah, I think it is in San Diego. So that's where I think that Matthew was work education. Live sound audio engineer tech at Music Box. It's a live music entertainment and an event venue. So it's like a concert hall type place, okay? So he did the sound there. Did Philip ever play at the Music Box possibly with his band? Right, Molly. Right. But this isn't a really big place, I don't think. Let's see. Well, I mean, it's big enough. Okay, that's the Music Box. It's a stage.
It's got balconies.
Yeah, it looks like a larger place. If it's in San Diego, I mean, it is in San Diego. So, and that's probably where him and her met, and like I said, did Philip play here again and again? Possibly. He does look like a bar player. I mean, he's van lifing it. That doesn't mean that he's not that good, but
Van lifing.
van lifing. I don't know, guys. There could be a link somewhere. There could be. But I think Philip is the one that is the danger, okay? Not Matthew. And that was based on what her sister said. I'm going to trust what her sister says.
Mm-hmm.
At the club. Yes, crime solver. Oh, that's a good point there, SRB. Thank you. I'm not a Facebooker, guys. As you can tell, I don't check all these things. Okay. Oh, damn it. How did I not do that? Wait, who are we talking about? Check under who? Phillips or Matthews? Yeah, I agree. What's up, Miss Morty? Good to see you, Evil
What up?
Queen. Thank you
Hey,
for
Morty.
joining us.
PJ doesn't have any check-ins.
Mm-mm.
No artists.
She's a photographer. Let me see. Yeah, he has no check-ins. Let me check this way and see what happens.
There's just no connection to him and her.
Which way? With who?
PJ and Chelsea.
Well, other than the fact that he is her fourth friend on Facebook, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't see any pictures of them together, and he considers himself to be her fiance. I mean, maybe it was something that was short-lived, and she got out realizing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Morty, definitely. We're covering a case of a missing lady from she's missing from Arizona right now. Thank you for jumping in though. I appreciate seeing you, dear. I have missed you. Yeah, I checked both ways and I don't see it that way. You guys.
What does this say? Dear future girl, I love you. These times I think about all the ones I remember so well. One day I will find you without looking and tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. What to do. I miss you. Forgive me, sweet child, for I dearly miss the innocent cherished. Bye now. Love, PJ. What the hell?
Did he write a letter to himself?
I don't know. Well, dear future girl?
Future, yeah, I've seen that done before.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one. She probably, yeah, that's probably what happened is she deleted him out of her life. Took every bit of any note, anything close to him away, like Facebook, this and that, got rid of all of it, possibly. So, or he's full of shit about the engagement. That's the other side of it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's right, Morty. That is right, especially with the way people are nowadays. The crazy. It does sound off, Molly. I agree. That's why we need to look, sharpen the shovels, folks, because we're digging. We are definitely digging. I'm hoping that Sarah gets back to me possibly just so I can have a conversation with her, just to get a little bit more
Clarification.
Understanding, yeah, clarification, understanding as to what was going on before all of this, what the deal was with the relationships, so on and so forth. Again, guys, if anybody has any information that you feel is worth anything, I think is worth that that number at the bottom of the screen, 928-774-4523. Call. If you think it's anything, call. Okay? Any little bit. She hasn't been seen or heard from since September 30th, guys. It's a long time. And I'm really nervous about this. Are you gonna need a spade or a trowel? What do you think, Bear? Is she gonna need a spade, shovel, or a trowel?
Whichever one's bigger.
Yeah, whatever one's worse works better for you, dear. I this bothers me. I have a bad feeling with this, and I don't want to. Spade it is. There you go.
That's what I thought. I thought a spade was bigger, but
Yeah, use a snow shovel if you need to. It doesn't matter to me.
right.
Whatever works.
I can do a little bit of digging tonight and tomorrow.
probably
I don't have to be
gonna
at work till 3, so
Um,
there you go, Molly. Both.
right. I have to join 8 AR, sorry. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
After that and before that, I may be in the Discord, in the voice channel doing some research. If anybody wants to join me, you may find me there. I'm sure there'll be a few others in there as well. It's a good point, Piglet. We don't know the situation, so that's a good question. Yes, Dan, get your garden gloves on. Spade, pickaxe, jackhammer, umbrella, whatever you got to use. Whatever
So
works.
this picture. Hold on.
Does anybody know how long Tomboy's been a member?
I will have to look it up.
We'll check it out real quick. Oh, were you guys looking at this?
I am because, like, why are there 3 doors open? If it's just her.
Oh, yeah. Who got out of the passenger side? Very observant, Mama Bear. Good point. I can see her getting something out of the back, and or Roxy. Who got out of that side? And why is that door open?
Yeah.
Because if she took something off the front seat, she could have took it out of her side of the car.
Right. I always put everything on my side of the car.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Girl says that somebody saw her the day she disappeared hiking toward Johnson Canyon.
Johnson Canyon.
Molly, pull that up real quick. Yeah, and why take that picture? Is that why that picture was taken? To prove that there was somebody else with her? Without letting on to it. Uh-huh. Breadcrumb trail. I think this girl is very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if she was airing the car out, why wouldn't she open all 4 doors and the hatch, Peppermint? What is that stuff right there? I was just going to ask you that.
I don't know.
Molly, pull up Johnson Canyon and see how far that is from where she was found or where she was last seen. If you don't mind, dear. All of this right here could be clues. And what's that right there? Is that a dead flower, a broken flower?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a broken one or a dead one.
Is this a tattoo or writing?
On her arm?
That's a tattoo.
Tattoo. Looks like she's got some on her foot too.
Is she showing her foot?
Mm-hmm.
On purpose?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it damaged?
There's a looks like maybe a cross on her
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah, guys, this is what we're going to be doing tonight when I'm not over with AR. We need to dig on this one. I want to find some stuff. He's pretty, very pretty.
Mhm.
Did PJ come to take his dragon back? Did she take him because he couldn't afford food for him? And she said, I'll handle it. And then he wanted to come take it back from her, and she said, no, you can't take care of it. And that caused a problem. It looked like it was swollen. I agree, Tom, but doesn't that look swollen to you, Bear?
The foot?
Or is it because she's pointing her toes down or something, maybe?
It might be because she's pointing her toes down. And it could just be the angle of the camera. It's hard to say.
That was a really good observation. Why are 3 doors open? As if to say that somebody got out of that side of the car.
Yeah, like there was a group of people with her and, yeah, where's her shoes? Yeah.
Search on Instagram. I don't think I have that in here. Let me look.
Yeah, it looked like she's pointing her toe too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what is the Insta? You know what the Instagram account is, guys? Anybody? Actually, I'll just do it this way. Probably it'll come up that way too.
She had the flat tires. Let me see here.
I don't know. Can you zoom in any more on that, Bear?
Well, if I do, it gets pretty blurry.
Okay, don't worry about it. Good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go with this. Philip Brenner was in Williams, Arizona, doing interviews as her fiance. He's apparently traveling with another man. Really? Interesting. Did we find one of these interviews?
Doing interviews as her fiance.
Hmm.
Hi, Valerie.
There's 2 of them together. That's interesting. Which means one of them very well could have been riding in the car with her while the other was driving the other vehicle. And if he has a van, like a camper, how hard would it be to have I hate to say these things out loud. How hard would it be to have somebody tied up and bound in the back of a camper and not be seen,
Mm-hmm.
If he's in that area doing interviews as her fiance, why was he there in the first place? Because he was probably following her. Elias oh, well, damn, you guys are on top of this. Thank you. Elias Avalandia is the friend. I guess we need to pull that one up now. Hold on a minute.
Is that the other man he was traveling with?
Yep. Let me see here. Hold on. How do we spell that? Elias Avalandia.
Molly sent you a email.
On Instagram. Okay, nothing comes up on Facebook for that guy. Hold on, let me check the email real quick. Thank you, Molly. One moment. There it is. All right, guys. So it was stated that she was last seen hiking towards Johnson Canyon there's Ash Fork. It's a straight shot. Okay. 3.96 miles. Interesting. Thank you, Molly. Spell that name, please. AVE. Wait, it's up here. I just had it.
Elias, Elias.
There you go.
And the last name is AVELLENDIA.
Mm-hmm. Let me check something real quick. Spell the last name again, Bear, for me real quick.
AVELLENDIA.
Nothing on Instagram. Wait a minute. Nope, nothing on Instagram. Okay. I really appreciate you guys jumping in on this. All of you guys. I appreciate you guys caring. This is how it works.
Police officer making contact with 32-year-old Chelsea Grimm days before her car was found on a remote road without her in it. In the video, the officer says they got a call for suspicious activity near the cemetery in Williams, and he came to check on her. Chelsea appears to be upset and explains she was working on a photography project.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah, I just was doing a photo shoot of the lost soldiers and got a little emotional.
Is that really true, or was she scared of
Her
something? That's why she
disappearance,
didn't say
days
it.
after this video was recorded, has both family and authorities confused, searching high and low for tips as to where she went. Here's what we know so far. Chelsea planned to drive from her home in San Diego to Connecticut to meet her family for a wedding, but she told her family she was stopping to camp in Arizona instead. Investigators know on September 27th, she met a friend in Phoenix, then canceled lunch with that friend the next day. On September 28th, she surfaces in Williams and has that conversation with the officer, telling him she's planning to camp nearby.
Yeah, if it's okay with you, if I hang out here for another like 15 or 20 and then head on the road, that would be my plan, I think.
Do you have like a hotel around here or anything?
I don't. I was actually thinking of just camping for the night, but I wasn't really sure exactly yet.
Gotcha.
I wonder who that friend was and why she canceled the next day after she met that person there. Was that person the person that shouldn't be following her? Is that what that conversation was about, maybe? That she said, yeah, I'll meet you tomorrow. Just let me go. Leave me alone tonight so I can do what I'm doing, and I'll meet you tomorrow. And then she never did. And that's what he said. Something's wrong.
I didn't plan to be here till sunset.
The yellow lights over there, the Loves. It's a trucker stop in the gas station area. You can just sleep there. Nobody will bother you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
The sheriff's office says on September 30th, a woodcutter in an area near Ash Fork, Arizona, sees Chelsea camping in her car, talks to her, and she says she's okay. But that's the last known contact she had with anyone.
We're trying our best to hold on to the positive outcome scenarios and put our faith in the authorities.
On October 4th, her parents report her missing. And on October 5th, hunters in the same rural area find her abandoned Ford Focus SUV in the middle of a dirt road with flat tires on the right side. It was locked. Many of her belongings were found inside, but there was no trace of her, and all cell phone and credit card activity has since stopped. The Coconino County Sheriff's Office says while they don't suspect foul play at this point, they're trying to figure out if she got in another vehicle or if she hiked out. Either way, by the time they began investigating her disappearance, it had already been 5 days since the last time anyone saw her alive. The sheriff's office tells me they're actively working with her family and friends on any tips and leads. She also has a pet bearded dragon that is a good identifying factor and possible clue to her whereabouts if it's found. Of course, if you have any information about Chelsea Grimm, please call the Coconino County Sheriff's Office, and we'll also be staying on top of this investigation. Live in the newsroom tonight, Brianna Whitney for Arizona's Family.
So strange that her vehicle was found with everything inside.
All right, guys, do me a favor. Anybody that's in the Discord that's going to be working this with us, I want everybody in one channel in the Discord with your info. That way we can keep it all together. Okay. I think she was supposed to meet someone she went to Monarch with. I think. I read that. Okay, thank you, Charisma. Yeah, if you guys are, so do I, J-Lit. I have. That's why I'm doing this today. What's up, Bamcause? Anybody that's going to be working this, pulling any info or whatever, if you're going into Discord to do it with us later, like we need to find one channel and work through that channel and keep all the info together so we can kind of work with it. You know what I mean? It would be helpful. Either that or you can give it to Molly. Katie. Okay, yeah. If you go in the Discord, Katie, Molly said she just made a chat for it. Let me see something real quick. Molly said you can add anything into that chat. What is it? Where's it at, Molly? Or what's it called, I should say. Which is it under?
Charisma, you have to be a member. Sorry, hun.
Yeah, you have to be a member for 45 days to be in the Discord, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Only for your own safety as well as ours. Is it this new one? Is it under the members chat, Molly? I don't see it. Hold on.
Oh, I see it. Members chat, and then it says Chelsea Grimm.
Oh, okay, there it is. Boom. Yeah, it's called Chelsea Grimm, folks, in the Discord. For those of you that are in Discord, anything you have or you come upon, take it in there. And Molly's going to be running that channel itself. Okay. And so on and so forth.
Marky, it's the Discord for the channel. Not only do you get to enjoy us here when we're live, you get to enjoy us anytime you want when you're in Discord.
Yeah, once you've been a member of the channel for 45 days or more, it's a perk you get, I guess you could say, is you're able to join the Discord, and like Mama Bear just said, we can do all things like this is where we do our research with the mods and an investigative team, I guess you could call it. A lot of people that are in here get involved in that. It helps a lot with a lot of the cases that we cover. Thank you, Molly.
You get to see all my shenanigans.
Yes. There's a lot of them. And we do movie nights and stuff that we're going to be doing here pretty soon. So on and so forth. Oh, thank you, Molly. I found it though, honey. Good job. Quick,
yes,
too.
tomboy. How long have you been a member, hun?
That's what we got to find out.
Okay, so I need to look at Tomboy and I need to look at Doodle.
I think Doodle's been here for quite a while, actually.
Yeah.
And I understand some of the memberships have. I'm gonna say that if they're ongoing and they've gapped within like a couple days, that's okay, or a week or something. We'll figure that out. For those who've been here ongoing like that, and bring them in.
Yeah, Tomboy, how long have you been a member here on the channel? Do you know?
Okay. All right, guys. That's what's going on with this case. Thank you, Molly.
Wait,
Where's
I'll
that?
look it up real fast, Tomboy.
Hold on a minute.
I'll be right back.
No problem. Okay. We'll see what's going on, Murky. Yeah, then you can come see how crazy we are. That's they're not crazy. Lauren, good to see you, dear. Welcome to the club, Throw Glitter. Good to see you. Good to have you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you so very much. I think she's going to look right now. Tomboy. We'll see. And like I said, it didn't used to be that way, you guys. But with all the problems, you've seen it happen, guys. We just have to be safe. It's for your safety, your security, and all of ours. Okay. It's just the way it has to be, unfortunately. And it does go by quick. Dan's right. The 45 days goes by really quick, believe it or not. Let's see, Ann says something tells me there's a history with her and mental illness, mental issues. Feels like dad wants to say more than the wife wants. That's very possible. That is very possible. Mama Bear is a maniac. That's a fact. Jerks ruined it. Yes, Jaylet, that's true. That's true. We're building it back up, though. Like I said, we're just doing this to be safe. And again, it keeps other people from causing issues with you guys, too.
I heard that. I am not a maniac.
I didn't say it. Dan said it.
Which Dan?
Dan's your zone.
Mm.
I just
I'll
agreed
get
with
you.
him. All I did was agree with him.
Mm-hmm. I'll get you both.
You know we love you.
I know.
Miss Sherry K's been there for 3 months. That's 90 days.
All right. Looks like Doodle has been a member for a little over 2 months.
That's 60 days. So that's you're in there, Doodle.
And Tomboy joined on 9/22, so not quite yet.
Almost.
Yeah.
Doodle, if you want into the Discord, send Brandy a. Oh, wait, is we still doing it like that? Is that what Brandy? Are you?
Yeah, I think that's best.
Yeah, send Brandy a email, if you will, and Brandy will send you the link to put you into the Discord, Doodle, if you want to jump in there with us. Okay. I could have sworn I purchased a membership, but I guess I was gifted one. Are you in there where you can see what's going on with Mountain Man?
Yep. Let me look.
I know you. I think you did buy one, Mountain Man. What is her email?
It is. Oh shoot! Where'd my paper go? Mom of 350 at AOL.com.
Yes. Mom of 350 at AOL.com. Miss Brandy's probably the only person I know that still has an AOL Gmail or email. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I don't show him in our members list.
Okay, so it was probably gifted then.
Yeah.
Brandy said she's going to drop that for you. Okay. Amethyst. Is Amethyst in there too, Bear? Amethyst Noor? I thought she was.
Well, we did some house cleaning, so we might have to
Yeah, anybody that had been inactive, by the way, and that's one of the other things that we had to start. Anybody that's inactive, what was it, 60 days or more, or 30 days or more?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're inactive in Discord for 30 days or more, we just have to come to the conclusion that you're not interested in Discord and had to remove, because we had to clean and sort through names of people to get it, you know what I mean, straightened out in there. I remember.
Amethyst has been a member for almost 4 months.
Yeah, and
So
she's got,
she's good.
yeah. And if one of the mods can drop the link to the membership, please, for North Carolina, I'd appreciate that. You're good, Dan. We know, bud. I love
Yeah.
your sense of humor, brother. You and Red, telling you right now, comic relief.
Just poking the bear. Yeah. Me being a mama, a bear, and a Scorpio.
Not a maniac.
That's
Well, I wouldn't say not a maniac, but maybe not a.
I'm a fun maniac.
Yeah, she's fun. You just don't put her in the a bad maniacal way. We'll just say it that way. There's the link for the membership right there, Mountain Man. If you want to, my friend, I appreciate you. We need to have a mass membership drop thing again, like we had that one time. Good God, you remember how many there were?
A lot.
Like
I need to
200.
run yeah, something like that. That was crazy.
It was insane. Now, I will say this, you guys: the gifted memberships, they don't last. They don't last at all. It's weird the way that works. They get gifted, and then I've had people that have expired within days.
Yeah,
It-
that's what you told me, and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
I thought they were gifted for like 30 days."
It's weird. So
Yeah,
once you're gifted, if you want to continue with it, you're probably going to have to buy into it. It's not very expensive. And you don't have to buy the big one. That's just part of the thing. I didn't even choose that. It made me take that. If you're a meatball, you're a meatball. That's all there is to it. Okay. Sherry's got the list. Yeah. So at this point, guys, this is what's going on in this case, what we know so far. Okay. There hasn't been anything new per se that has popped up. Let me double check on it before we say anything else. Real quick here. Tina says mine have always lasted 30 days, but I buy my own. Yeah. If you buy them, they do last 30 days. For some reason, the ones that are bought and gifted, they don't seem to last for 30 days. It's very weird. It shouldn't be that way. I don't see any new updates as of now, but we're going to keep this updated for sure. For sure. What's that? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they did too, Tina, but I was noticing that people would get gifted like in a week. Like, what was it? Couple people were having problems with that. They would be gifted one week, and then the next week they were black again. Why is that? That's weird. What's up, Oakley? You've been re-gifted multiple times, Oakley. You really have, yeah. And sometimes that happens, that people will be re-gifted and it just crosses over. Miss Daisy's been in the sauce for 30 days. She was gifted again today. Laura says that she's been gifted twice and they both lasted 30 days. See? I don't understand that then. That's what
Who
it must be.
knows?
That's what I'm gathering, Jaylet. That's what I'm gathering. It's so weird. Rock Chalk's a 3-monther. Is Rock Chalk anybody that is had your 45 days? If you want in the sauce in the Discord, you let us know, guys. Come on in. I got 21 days left. My gift lasts 30 days. I got 21 left on yours. Okay. Michael said his lasted 32. Michael's in the sauce, by the way. Jessica. I don't know. When was Jessica
Jessica. What's the last name?
Santiago? Does she have an
Okay, that's what I
ongoing
thought.
or has she been gifted?
Let me
Bombshell
see.
wants in. All right. Well, we're gonna have to hold on, guys. We're gonna have to check everybody.
All right, Jessica Santiago. Make
You're
sure
right.
that's
I'll be right
right.
back. You're checking
Okay.
that.
Jessica, I have you at 2.6 months, so you should be good. So let me write your name down. Jessica, 2.6 months. I'm gonna keep track of. All right. Yep, give Brandy just a second, guys. What was I doing? Oh. And I'm actually downloading an updated list, so let me make sure that it's the same as the other.
Now, one thing I do want to request to guys, tell you all you guys, please. That way we can keep on top of things. If you're going into Discord, I want you please to use the same name, or at least abbreviate it next to your name, that you use in here, so we know exactly who you are. Okay?
Yes, please.
If you're going to change your name, please give me, Mama Bear, Brandy, Sherry, or
Molly.
Molly a heads up so we know who you are. But you always have to keep some form of your YouTube name abbreviated somewhere in your name so we know exactly who you are, because that was a huge problem we ran into when all this crazy stuff happened and we could not identify who was who in some sense, and we have to keep it all on track, guys, to keep it safe. Okay? No, you're right,
Let me
man,
double check this again.
because iPhones suck.
Oh boy, I want to look at this. Oh shoot. Okay.
Right, YouTube name included. We came and we ran into that and we were like, what is who's this, who's that, who's this? Literally, guys, we spent 2 weeks trying to sort through this Discord crap, and it took a long time to get it right. Absolutely, Ashley. For lack of better terms, no effery at all. We gotta keep it right. You sent another email. Okay, 1 second, Amethyst. Hold on. Okay, Jesse wants to go to Discord too, so you're gonna have to. Brandy already did it. Okay, good. You guys are on top of it. Thank you, Brandy and mods. I appreciate all the. What the hell is this? Is this him? This is him. Wow, good stuff, Amethyst. So this is the guy traveling with PJ. Whoa. Why does he have a picture of her in his Instagram?
Well, that's an up close eyeball.
I don't like that. I don't like that. The Living Installation, New York City. God bless all that are helping with the search, and special thank you to Kathy and Jimbo for putting us up in the hotel here in Williams and for joining the search party in the AM and on their vacation in the 12th anniversary. God bless them. Boots on the ground and another Army Ranger and joining. I don't like this. Something's wrong with this. Who even is this guy?
Chelsea Knight recon suspicious activity. What?
Who even is this guy that he's involved
I
in this?
put a trail camera on the trail very, very close to him, so that if a vehicle comes this way again, hopefully we can capture it on the.
Okay, so this guy says last night we gathered new information and may have a suspect. Look out for small duty truck, green or blue with temporary plates that were brand new. Investigating whose vehicle followed us and hid with lights off, truck running near the place Chelsea's vehicle was found. Other information shared with this is probably what the PI was talking about. I found out Williams police have never been looking for Chelsea missing. What?
Oh, that's weird. Hold on.
But this is the guy that's traveling with PJ that the sister is saying is dangerous.
The trail cam and get a valid picture. It looks like it's a good angle on a very hidden spot. And it's approaching where the vehicle is. Yep, approaching where the vehicle is found, would be able to get the back plates on his temporary plates on his small duty Toyota Tacoma or something along that size of vehicle, red or blue or green colored. That's the idea we both thought. Ready for looking. All right, here we are, just about 200 or so yards away from where there was the vehicle with the man with his lights off and car running. Certainly suspicious that was previously following us. We have put a trail camera on the trail very, very close to him.
Why? Why would you be in that area? That guy's not going to stay there if he did something with her. I'm not sure, Valerie, how that works. I've never been in there. He tagged PJ in reels. Okay. He's the one that's traveling with PJ. Is he not Amethyst or no? He has him tagged. Oh, okay. My apologies then. I'm sorry. Yeah, guys, hold on. Give Brandy a couple minutes because she's like taking a bunch in at one time, so it'll take her a few minutes. Elias is supposedly traveling. Okay, that's who I thought this was, so my apologies for misunderstanding. The Living Installation, New York City is who this is here. Did I do this right? All right, Molly. All right, let's go back here.
And tomorrow night should be on channel 8 and channel 12. Live.
Oh, okay, no. Got you. Thank you, Molly. This is completely different. This guy's looking for her and is definitely not affiliated with PJ. Here we go. Thank you, Molly.
Thank you very much. Have a beautiful night. Hello, everybody. This is Elias and PJ, the friend and companion. And tomorrow night should be on channel 8 and channel 12 live television. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful night. Hello, everybody. This is Elias and PJ, the friend and
That is them. That's Elias. That's Elias. That's the guy.
And
right there.
Tomorrow night should be on channel 8 and channel 12 live television. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful night.
They're not doing
Hello,
anything.
everybody. This is
So
Elias
no.
and PJ, the friend and
Molly wants you to check your email.
I just did. Okay, hold on. Rachel Smith. Small world. Glad you're covering this. I've camped in Williams before. They have free campground, sketchy area. Thank you, Rachel, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you for the support very much. Yeah, thank you, Amethyst. Okay, that's Elias that we just watched right there, that I've been looking at. So, okay, hold on, Molly. Let's see. Same thing, yeah. All right, hold on. This is Elias. This is the guy that's traveling with PJ. Neither one of these people are good, in my opinion. What's up, Seema? This one is SRB. Okay, good stuff. Here we go.
And tomorrow night should be on Channel 8 and Channel 12 live television. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful night.
These people are scamming people out of money to get money and using her situation to do that. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit. And I don't like it at all. PJ's not putting anything up himself. There should be a reward put out for anything on her. If I had anything, I would do it myself, but of course, we know how that goes. Guy in cowboy hat has no connection to her. The guy in this guy right here.
Hello, everybody. This is Elias and PJ.
The guy in the cowboy hat is Elias. He's the one that is traveling with PJ, the guy that's saying is her fiance, and he's not. The sister said, don't do nothing with him. Stay away from him. This is the one she was running from, according to her father. Okay? Two guys. Something's wrong with this. I don't like this at all.
The friend and
No. Yes. It is very creepy, Amethyst, and thank you for that. Thank you, SRB. This is why we do what we do, folks. That's why this community is so good. You guys all came together, and here we're doing this. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Appreciate it so very much. Ellie has to tracking them if they're going public like that. I can agree, Piglet. I'm wondering because these guys are in a camper, guys. Okay, I don't like that. And now he's saying that they're putting up trail cams, trying to throw people off, in my opinion, saying that there was a green or blue truck with a temp tag on it. I don't believe that. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that. I think that's them putting something up to say, follow that. Okay, not this. That's exactly what I think that is right there. Smoke and mirrors. We know how that works out here, folks. We've been doing this for too long. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for, this is what we need to do, guys. And we did this. We did this in just a couple hours. On a hot air balloon. Huh? 2 car doors along with her car door makes sense now. Right. It tells me there's 2 people traveling in this RV. It'd be very easy for one person to jump into that car with her at gunpoint, knife something, threatening her while the other guy drives the RV, and they go stage the vehicle with the flat tires and all that other stuff.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? This comes together, folks. This is what we do. That's why we do these think tank things. I'm not saying this is fact, what I'm saying these are possibilities that if you speculate these things can come and turn into a fact if we can find it out. Hot air balloon in one of his videos. Interesting. Okay. There it is. Thank you, all of you. You guys rock. Seriously.
Doodle, did you download the Discord app?
Yeah, you have to do that too.
And Brandy sent you an email.
Brandy sent me one? Or Doodle?
Doodle, sorry.
No problem. Okay. So what we're going to continue to do once we get out of here, I may have to leave for a few minutes to go do something, but what most everybody's probably going to be doing in that channel is digging on this, putting it together.
Brandy, who's Boob Show?
Yeah.
Brandy.
Boob Shell. Bombshell. Well, 1 second.
All right, let me go over there and see. Let me find it, Doodle. Hold on. Gotta get in the right spot here.
Okay, so like I said, once I shut this down, I'll probably step away for a minute to go do some things, but I will be back in the Discord. Molly created a channel in the Discord that's called Chelsea Grimm. That's where we'll be doing the digging and brainstorming and all that kind of stuff down in there and looking at what we got to look at. As we do, if you're in Discord, you're more than welcome to join us in there. I'll probably open up a voice channel so that we can communicate as well and talk about the things that we have, because I feel it's easier to brainstorm as we're talking in some senses. Before I'm live tonight with AR at 7.
I found you, Doodle.
Congrats, Valerie. Welcome back to the sauce, my dear. Appreciate all you guys very much. It's been a great show, guys. Very uplifting in this sense, as far as family and the memberships and all that stuff goes. You guys are great. I'm excited about having everybody that's got their time in, jumping into Discord with us that hasn't been in there. It's gonna be it's fun, guys. Once you get used to it and you figure it out, it is a lot of fun. Like I said, you get to see how crazy Mama Bear and Molly really are, and Mikey sometimes when he's not too busy for us. Oh, good. No problem, Valerie. So, guys, I think that's going to do it. We've been live here. It looks like 3 hours and some odd, or maybe a little bit more. We got the gist of the case out there. We're getting it out there. I'm waiting to see. Was kind of hoping that maybe she would. If Sarah got back to me. Let me check something here. Doodle, did you get the link for the Discord, my dear?
She did. She's in there, and I tagged her. So I tagged her in both the members chat and the Chelsea Grimm.
All right, thank you, Miss Brandy, and welcome to the sauce, Doodle. Great to have you there. Let me see if I can see you. Where is she? In the sauce itself?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see her yet. Hold on. Members chat?
Yep. I mean, she's in the online list.
There she is. I see her. No. Is she up in the...
Yeah, she's right underneath danger.
Where's danger? Danger.
Well, it's in alphabetical order, so.
I don't see her. So. Tell me.
Serious?
I just see you saying Doodlebug Park. Oh, she's downloading the app. Okay. No worries. No worries. All right.
Rock Talk, why do you need 2 devices, hon? Yeah, Molly, I'm not crazy either. No comments from the peanut gallery.
I didn't say a word.
You were thinking too loud. I could hear it. Because remember, we share a brain. Yeah, that's what the Discord is.
Mixed
Bunch of
nuts.
mixed nuts.
Exactly. We should call the Discord the Mixed Nuts. Welcome.
Sorry, I claim my crazy.
We're all a little bit crazy, guys. Just a little bit.
Aw, thanks, Danger. Danger thinks I'm cool.
We're all a little bit crazy in here.
Tomboy said, "Are we allowed to vote on that statement?"
Which statement?
The crazy one. That was great. I love you guys. Perhaps a sponsorship deal with Planters. Yes. Her parents stated that she was not herself 2 days before her trip started. I wonder if there was threats coming through. Okay.
She was 32.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
What are you saying, Brandy?
Did
Mama
you
did-
ever get a little freaked out? Yeah, sometimes when we have the exact same thought at the exact same time, it's a little freaky.
That happens a lot. And then there's times where I'm trying to complete a thought and I have to call her and go, can you finish this for me? Because you have the other half of my brain. I can't do it, you know.
Yeah.
You shit it, Dago? Well, shut it. Shut it. I didn't say a word, Miss Molly.
Hey, heavy metal.
Heavy Metal Rehab. Hey, y'all, please, what? Please don't be mad at me. I miss you guys and I am sorry. I was completely manipulated and blinded.
Maybe email one of us and we can talk about it.
Yeah. Email me and I would be glad to have a conversation with you, dear. But I appreciate you coming forth and saying that.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't do that. They just say hi and think that everything's okay. But that takes a lot to say that, and I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. Very much. And yes, I am the sane part of Dago.
Hey, whoa. Stop.
Did you just agree with me?
I just agreed to that without even hearing that clearly. Hold up. The sane part? You're not gonna say a word?
I am the sane part.
You're gonna let that go through, right? You're gonna say that and say it with no problem that you're the sane version of me.
Uh-huh. Why? I didn't say it.
Why is your camera not on?
Because my kids are standing here and they don't want to be.
Your camera's not on because you don't want to show your face while you're agreeing to that. And the little laugh that you just snuckered under that we didn't see, but I can hear.
April said it.
Whatever. And if she is. On some days, I'll say this. She has to be and is the sane part of me. For sure. Because I absolutely, with everything I handle and deal with and look at, I couldn't be here without her, you guys. There's no way.
Yeah, he starts a sentence and gets lost in his thoughts, and I'm just like, okay, let me finish this sentence for you.
We love you too, April. No worries, dear.
Yeah.
What did you just say? You just say SRB. I'll tell them. Oh. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to laugh, heavy metal. A lot of people have came here and said the same thing. And I'm sorry that that's happened to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I am. I'm very sorry that that's happened with you. With anybody that has had to deal with that, my apologies, okay? I stepped away from that after all that happened and said, you guys can make your own decisions. Unfortunately, you'll have to live and learn. That's all I can say. The only thing I can claim with, and a lot of people can back me up on this, is that a lot of things that were stated are nowhere near the truth. That's all I can say to you. I will say one thing: we have missed you, heavy metal, a lot. as we've missed a lot of people, but it's just growing pains is all I can say. My doors have been here and open to most people that are real about it. You coming forth and stating what you just said is a big thing for me. Apologizing and saying I was this, that, and everything else. It's a big thing for me. It really is, because a lot of people won't do that. Okay. And you don't have to apologize. It's the fact that you're wanting to do it. That says a lot to me. And I appreciate that. So I'm so sorry that you've been through that. Um, and I hope you're okay. I really do. If you want to email one of us or both of us, we'll go from there. If you want to talk about things, but you're still in here. You're not blocked or banned or anything. You can tell. So that's one good thing. That's fine. That's fine. I don't know, Cause I haven't seen her in a long time either. Oh, well, thank you for that, heavy metal. I appreciate that as well. Dinky,
Hey.
what's going on, Dinky? My man, Dinky. Good to see you, brother. I was getting drawn. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay.
Hmm?
Dinky said he was getting like
Oh.
blood drawn. So
That sounded more like a tattoo. Like I was getting drawn on with sharp needles. That sounds like a tattoo.
where is Dinky? I'm sorry about the commercials, you guys. I really can't control them. I'll be blatantly honest with you folks, because I've talked to Jules about this, that, and everything else, and it's just part of it. I'm a monetized channel, and we're trying to make a go of that. The ads are what pays the creators for being monetized, so that's why they come through like that, guys. My apologies. I have them on the lowest setting possible. I'll be honest with you guys. I went in and looked through all that. They're set at the lowest. You shouldn't get that many of them. I don't know why, but that's why they're there. I talked to Jules about that. I was like, what is going on with this? Why are they constantly doing it? She's like, it's just part of it, dude. It happens with hers too. So it is part of it. I think you should have the ability to click them, and they should go away, most of them. But anyway, that's what they're all about, guys. I think it varies. I asked Jules about that too. Like they pick and choose their channels. Now, see, my stuff is low right now. I'm not making that much at all. And maybe that's why they're coming through more often. I'm very, very sorry. I'm very sorry that they're doing that, guys. That's all I can say.
That's why I have an ad blocker.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't.
No.
Don't say things
YouTube's
like
a whole new world, sweetheart.
you have to learn. You really do. It's not that easy, guys. I expected a lot of people to have to deal with that. I had an
just
ad
sorry.
for healthy vaginas. Well, okay, Dinky, good to know.
What?
I'm sorry that you have to go through these things, any of you guys. 24/7. Believe me, SRB, I could if, or I would if I could. I just
Yep. It can be rough on the YouTube streets.
very much so. And I'm sorry that anybody has to go through that stuff. That's why I leave my doors open to people, specific people. And I've never told anybody they have to choose to watch anybody. I've never done that.
Yeah,
I would
no.
never do that either. That's not the right. I don't have the right to do that. You guys, and I would prefer that people themselves with their own hearts and minds go and figure out the situation themselves. Unfortunately, you have to go through some stuff sometimes, guys. I don't wish that any of you guys. I've always been real with you guys, 155,000%. So just saying. That's all I can tell you guys. What do we have here? One second. I just had a. Now I will say this. You know, that whole thing I went through 2 weeks back with that group of people that named themselves started with Rogue. Anybody that has belonged and was in that group, we're going to need to talk. If you are coming back to me, coming back to this community, we need to talk, period.
Yes.
That's it. Like one-on-one talk, okay? Or 1-on-2 or 2-on-2, whatever it's got to be, we need to talk. I have trust issue with that because that was really, really bad. Really bad. And it was very, I can't even think of the damn right words to say. It involved my family, my personal life, a lot of lies. It's very character destroying, and I don't play those games because I'm very proud of the person I am, try to be, okay? It's not hard, or it's not easy, sorry. Not hard. It's not easy to be that person out here, especially. So, if anybody was in that group, we're gonna talk. Like real talk, okay? I'm not saying that I'm damning you and kicking you out of YouTube, period, or my life. We're gonna talk. Because a lot of people that were in that group, I feel were led by their nose in some sort under false pretenses into preconception of a bunch of garbage that was nowhere near true, and it's not all that person's fault. Okay. So if that's the case, we're going to talk. That's all I'm saying.
I think just because.
Thank you, Dinky. Disgusting. Yes.
How much was done or said? I think when you talk to these people, I think you should have me or Molly there.
I'm going to have, yeah. This ain't going to be a me and that person conversation. That's just stupid on my part to do that.
That's what I thought you were saying. I was like,
no.
no.
1-on-2. Yeah. We need witnesses to the conversation just to make sure everything's right. That's all I'm saying. Because I have a lot of trust issues with that because that was attacking my character. That was attacking my my livelihood. It did attack my livelihood. It affected my livelihood. It really did. Okay. This channel is that I'm this channel because I am monetized has become part of an income for me to help my family. Okay. It's not a lot, but every little bit's help. So when you take a lot away from a little bit of something, you have nothing. You think about that. I had a little bit of something and a lot was taken away from that because of all this mess. And now I'm down to nothing. Okay. Pretty much. So, and I don't like sitting. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't like throwing these stupid links up and going, this channel is crowdfunded and blah, 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 blah. If you could please give me money so that I can pay my bills. I don't like doing that at all. I hate that. Okay. But if I'm going to continue to do this, I have to have internet. I have to have YouTube and I have to have StreamYard. And I just can't. That's fact, folks. I don't make money that sorry.
Not everybody on YouTube does this as their hobby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or for fun or because, some people have to do it because they need an income.
It started as a hobby. It really did.
Yeah.
And then it became kind of expensive and a bit of an expensive Um, it's Friday. It's not, I know, honey. I'm explaining something about. I know what you're saying.
It's a joke.
I know. Where was I? There it goes. Short-term memory shit. It started as a hobby for me, but then when you take into effect, I have to pay a stupid amount of money for an internet that doesn't even work half the time. StreamYards cost money every month, and then the YouTube Premium, all the stuff that I pay for just to keep things going. Okay, it becomes a monthly expense, is all I'm saying, and that's why I started doing that. I was told this is what you need to do. This is how to do it, what you should do, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Okay, that's why I started doing that. And then I get all this other shit that gets thrown at me because of it. I don't care. I have thicker skin than that. But then when you wrap that up into what had happened 2 weeks ago with this, I can't. I can't do that. I'm not that person. To hear those things, I know they're not true, but it still hurts me.
Yeah.
Because I really do take pride in who I am and the fact that I truly do care about this community. And the people, even the people that were involved in that, it hurt me worse because I really cared about those people. I had what I thought were personal relationships with them and personal conversations and interactions with those people. And then just slapped me across the face. That's all it was to me. So, again, I'm not going to go back into all that. That is why, take care, buddy. That is why I have to make these statements, these conversations. That's why if anybody was involved in that, I'm not a hateful person, you guys. You should know that by now. I'm a very forgiving person, believe it or not. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't want me to be that person. A lot of people are telling me I'm insane to be that person, but I'm that person. I can't change that about myself. That's why I said conversations will be had.
Heavy metal, and that's 100%, and that's what I told him at
And
one
I
point,
understand that.
that you can be manipulated easier this way because you are not face to face. You don't get the vibes and the gut feeling and stuff that you would normally, when you're face to face with somebody versus, over a screen.
And I will say this. Thank you, Rock Talk. I appreciate that. I will say this. I don't blame people for taking and listening to other people. But let me put it this way. If you're supporting a specific person, like let's say for instance, because Lana is a big channel. She's been around, or Harsh, for instance, okay? I've supported Harsh since I've been out here. Always have, always will. I have a high respect for him. If somebody came to me and told me today something about Harsh, and they're like, oh my God, this is what it is, and that, and blah, 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 you can't just, I'm going to go, okay, thanks for the info. And then I'm going to go get in contact with that man. I'm going to say, hey, do you realize that somebody just came to me and said, or I didn't know if you knew this, but somebody just came to me and said, this, and this. And I'm going to say, is this true? And if it is, that's your business, but I just need to know so that I can make a decision about how I feel in this situation. That's what you do in a situation like that. You don't just go, oh my God, okay, well, fuck him, excuse my language, but that's what happened to me. In a sense, that's what happened to me, guys. That hurts me because I have trusted all of you to be the people you say you are. And I don't know that. Mama Bear don't know all of that. We don't know who Rock Chalk or Sherry or Dinky or MCOS or Bombshell. We don't know who you are. We take your word for saying who you are, who you are. Yeah, something like that. Sorry.
Yeah.
We take your word for being that you are who you say you are. Sorry, there we go. And that's all. I take your word because that's the person I am. I want to trust all of you and believe that you're just not out here to scam people and to say this and that and everything else. And that's why I take your word for it, okay? Because I feel in my heart that you people are good people. And that's not going to change until you prove it to me that you're not. Okay? And that's true. And unfortunately, it's had to be that way. I think I have earned all of your trust. Or you, yeah. Let me say, am I saying that right? Yeah, I think I've earned your guys' right to trust me.
Yeah.
But I've not really. You guys haven't really. I mean, I've done it with a lot of you guys, but then we see what happened, okay? And that's what hurt me in the worst way. And I'm still here willing to do that against other people's recommendations, okay? And I know Sherry. I just used her because her name was someone there. Believe me, Sherry's been one of the most loyal people I've ever met in my life. And she's been with me for a long time and would do anything for this channel and for myself. I absolutely adore her and all of you. Really, I do. And that you're right, Tracy. It's about being an adult, okay? And being able to stop and go, wait a minute now. You're talking about this guy over here that did this, and does this, and that. You're saying he did that? Come on. Like, let's think, just like the property that I own in Hawaii and the Jesus guy, I can't even go into it. But anyway, that's what I mean, guys, and that's what it's all about. Okay?
Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that, heavy metal. And like I said, it's obvious what it is. Okay, so be it. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's right. We can have adult conversations in here. We can talk about these things in here.
And
Without
we don't
having
all have to agree either.
no, and that's what needs to be done. You just don't make decisions. You don't make guesstimations on, well, I think could be this or that could be that without talking to those people. I would never do that about you guys. If somebody came to me and said, well, Valerie eats chicken every night for dinner and goes fishing in her toilet. Like, what? Sorry, Val. Your name was the first one I saw. I'm gonna say, okay, hey Val, do you fish in your toilet every night? Well, no, Dago, I don't. Okay, well, you should probably know that somebody said that, and I don't believe that, obviously, but that's that's how we keep things on track, folks. I'm just saying. I know that was horrible to say that, but you're fine, Cammy. Nobody. Oh yeah, that's a TV doodle. I thought you guys knew that. Sorry, that's a TV. Yeah, I don't have a fireplace up that high. Yes, no toilet fishing here. Yeah, that's I thought I told you guys that was a TV, and it's actually a YouTube channel that you can go to for that. Thank you, Tracy, and I appreciate that very much. And I know that a lot of you guys, all of you guys, most of you guys feel that way, and I really do appreciate that. That's fact. Mandy Joe. So, I'm just thinking, why is that fire so high? Right. Yeah, that's a TV screen. I just threw that on there to give background until I get it. Stop being lazy and put up my green screen. Unless you guys just like that, and I'll leave it. Because I can change different fires and different sceneries. I'll do that for the holidays too. So, but anyway, I think that's going to do it for today, folks. Everybody's leaving anyway. But again, I appreciate you coming in like that, heavy metal. I have missed you. I'll be honest with you, especially when I do the music shows. I've always loved your input for that, and how excited you got in it. But thank you for coming in like that. I appreciate that very much. So it means a lot to me, and that goes for anybody. If you have the ability and the maturity to do that, that means a lot. That says a lot to me. Okay, so thank you. Besides that, thank you guys for being here for this today. Again, we need to find out what's going on with Chelsea Grimm, guys. Where is she? What happened and why? And like I said, for those of you that are in the Discord, I hope that's all been squared away in here, by the way. We will be down in the Discord. Miss Molly put a channel in, and I'll probably open up a voice channel here relatively soon once I get out of here and go do my honeydew list. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to look into it because that's what this channel does, guys. We try to find answers to questions that need to be talked about. Okay. I love you guys. 1000%, guys. Don't forget to love yourselves, to love each others. And don't change the thing about yourselves, because you are the beautiful people, folks. I appreciate the support from all of you just by being here. You guys, that means the world to me, all of you guys. I will see you guys all very soon, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Once again, Mama Bear, thank you for scaring me and joining me today. I love
You're
you.
welcome. Love you too.
And I love all the rest of you, and I'll see you guys all on the other side. Have a great one, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your night. I'm not sure when you'll see me again, but it'll be soon.
Pretty soon,
Sometime soon.
I hope. I always have better days when you're here.
Aw.
Always.
All right, have a good night, guys. Love y'all.
See you soon.